I'm about ready for a little media asset right off the bat. I'm not going to even lie. I was up way too late. So let's check sound quality here. We'll make sure everything's, as good as StreamYard claims it to be.
Right.
What up, Big Nug? I see you out there. We are over on OGGO Growth today. Of course, that means you should go to our website, get yourself a t-shirt or a fucking sweet hoodie or something like that. Hey, maybe you want to do like Uncle Jeff and just get yourself a EWC kit. Who knows? Who knows? Go. But good morning, sir. Good morning. Thank you for being here with us. Big shout out to OGGO Growth Systems Inc. You guys know what it is, and it's all about the plants. So we are it's August 26th today. Later today, we'll actually be going to a couple grow stores, so keep an eye on this channel for maybe a pop-up or two touring around down London way, Shannon Ball and myself, so that's going to be a good one. But it's August 26th, and I saw some shorts from your studio there. I saw some longs from your studio. Seems like you're heading right into flowering hot and heavy. How's that going for you?
Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait.
I would say so.
I can't wait.
Do you have any favorite terpene profiles that you're finding in this run that you're doing? Is there something you're really looking forward to, or a strain, just a type, anything? Just out of curiosity, what do you got? That's
I am looking forward to. I'm looking forward to that Moroccan, really, because I've never grown it, and it looks different. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. The Persian Prince, the skunk.
Hell yeah.
The skunk side of that. Yeah.
Big Nug's got his options here for us. Minnie, how you just like H2O without the 2 in it.
He's throwing out that mini hoe because he knows that I'll bite on it.
Yeah. All right, well, that's a tough choice. Big Nug, I do apologize. Last night we had talked. So Big Nug and I are currently figuring out the layout for his grow space. And I'm really happy that he asked me. And I've been kind of just churning out some info with him. So cheers, Big Nug. I do apologize. Last night I ended up having a little nap on the couch with my daughter. And that nap turned from a nap into like nap roulette, I guess you would say. Like, started very peacefully, started very calm, and then ended up even calmer many hours later, me not getting up from the couch. So I and then of course after that I ended up staying up till about 1:30 painting the stairwell of my house. So I it's kind of the life of a father, you know what I mean? Just wake up when you need to, sleep when you can, take a nap with the daughter if she's ready for one. So yeah, my apologies there, Big Nug. I did have every intention of chatting with you last night about more of your grow space there. It's going to be a phenomenal one. Jack, can you please hit the fan for me? Mm-hmm. Getting a little warm in here now. What did we just see from Hillbilly there?
Oh, he's working hard.
Fairy stones yesterday. So I thought fairy stones were a thing that was like in Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that's how you get fucking Clefable to evolve into Clefairy. I don't know. No, I think I'm all wrong, but
I looked it up yesterday. It's like flat, like blobs of stone. Like it's like a drift or something.
There's been so much weird shit happen on the face of planet Earth. I can only imagine some of the stuff that people have ended up finding over the years. Delayed because he forgot the key this morning. Is that true? Is that true? Welcome to the show, everybody. So all about the plants. So back to the terpene profiles with your Moroccan. How would you describe it? Or is it kind of just fading in right now? And how long of a flower do you perceive to have?
It's just coming in now, but it's about a seven week flower.
Oh, okay. So not as long as I would have thought then.
No, not as long as the other ones. So it'll be first. Okay. And then I've got the ones that I bred myself. I'm looking forward to tasting those and seeing what they're actually like, seeing how much of one is in versus the other.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like how you have your very own style, sir. I really appreciate it. You've got your greenhouse and it's loaded with your style of growing. You've got a bunch of your
All
own
right.
strains in there. You're just doing what you love to do. And like,
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it's fucking sweet, man. Cause that's,
I appreciate it.
like, hey, nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong if they don't know what you're doing. And it's just like,
Exactly.
you're just doing your thing.
Exactly.
You're just like, I'm having some fun. It's great, man. I love watching you do your thing out there. That greenhouse is goals, man. That archway on that plant. So it's
It's all about experimentation. I mean, you're only limited by your own. I wouldn't say your own abilities. I would say your own mind or your own thoughts is what
could almost say it's like you're only hampered by your own perception of your abilities.
Correct. That's better.
That's
yeah,
a big
exactly
one
what I was
around
gonna say.
our house because we have the old saying, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And
Right.
that's, your mind has kind of already made it up for you. But the funny part is that your mind also has, like, it's bicameral. So it's kind of like, you're like, hey, I know I can think this thought, but I also know that I don't want to think this thought. Isn't that funny how you can do that with your own brain where you're like, oh yeah,
right.
I could handle this if only I wanted to.
Right. Well, yeah. Yeah. Brain's a funny thing.
Yeah, it's a funny thing that happens to our minds when we let them just kind of wander and don't really calculate what's happening. But I got to ask, were all of those beans started at the start of the grow season, or were they started early?
Everything was started at the same time. The only difference is that one Afghan Durban, it went out in May
Right.
11th to be exact, and then the
Right.
rest of them didn't get out there until mid-June. I mean, they had gone out, and then they had to come in, and then yeah, there's a lot of movement with everything else out there except for that one plant. And right now she's eating herself to build up that fruit.
Hell yeah, dude. So, shout out to my son's granddad there on his other side. He's not a guy that I get to spend a lot of time with, but he texted me out of the blue a couple days back, Uncle Jeff. I don't know if you were in the chat room last night over on the membership side, but yeah, my son's grandfather over on the other side of the family there, he stopped by. He brought me a dirt bike. He said,
Oh,
would
wow.
yours like a dirt bike? I said, well, I don't know if he would. I was like, but I know I would. And he goes, all right, well, tell you what, I'm going to bring it out for you guys. You can play with it. He can play with it. It's my little YZ125. Well, boy, oh boy, getting out on a dirt bike last night, it reminded me why there's a GG in OGGO, man. I was like, oh, baby. I started ripping around the field lines and shit. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna go gorilla growing next year.
I think I left when you were putting the camera on the.
You were like, I don't want to see her.
Gotta go.
I think that's what you said.
Yeah, don't crash.
Yeah, you were still right. You were still right in the middle of your workday there. Of course, that was. Yeah, I was kind of at the end of mine, but you were. Well, it's never the end of mine, but you know what I mean. It was 6
Well,
p.m.
yeah, it was
I was
later.
ready for a rip, bud.
Yeah, and I was in the middle of trying to get ready so I can just hang out.
Do you what do you suppose would happen down your way, Uncle Jeff, if you were to actually dig out, like, say you got yourself a big old post hole auger and you actually went out and did yourself a couple big old holes like that or something? I'm talking like Mikey style. Like, what would happen? Put some outdoors your way. Would it be too hot, too cold all summer long, or is it? Tell me about it.
In the winter, it gets really cold here.
Okay.
And in the summer, it gets pretty hot. Now, I won't say that I found a volunteer out in my my compost pile, but yeah, there's
Cool.
one out there. But I I would love to just put them in rows out in the garden, but yeah, they'd freak out around here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I always want, because it's like when I get talking to people from different locales, different parts of the world, all of that stuff. I just got to ask, because up here, I tend to be, I mean, it's weird that I say up here because I am fairly far north of you, and yet we still get subtropical,
Right.
subtropical temperatures all summer long, and it's beautiful. It actually allows us to do the churn this thing out, dig out a big old hole, do a little bit of amended soil, and then come and see these things every week or less. And if it's a really rainy part of the season, just let them go. Be fine. The fertile ground will look after them for a little while they don't have any direct food source from humanity. But
Right.
it's just interesting to hear about everybody else's location and whether or not they can grow outdoors directly or not, or whether there's a lot of amending to do, or whether it's just something where you'd be like, no, fuck that. Like,
If I did it, I imagine I would have to build a hole, as big around as maybe a big pot, and then I'd have to fill that with with soil and start there, because I mean we just live on a bunch of volcanic rock. It's basically
okay.
It's basically all we got.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Jax, if you don't mind sharing this one out to Discord, share it out on Instagram, share it out on all the YouTube platforms for us so everybody knows we are over man today. If you're out in the audience, drop us a comment, drop us your favorite type of plant. It does not have to be the wonder plant, although we do enjoy partaking, don't we, Uncle Jeff?
Oh, we most certainly do.
So on that note, we're gonna do one. I haven't had one yet this morning. Again, because I went to bed late. I woke up a little bit late, and then hey, we're here now. Let's just make the most of it. And since it is in fact all about the plants, let's go with some of that. Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to see right there. And I got to ask, since we're on the subject of indoor growing, how is your DWC kit going, sir?
Well, I'm looking at her, and she's praying. I mean, that's the cool thing about sitting here. As I look at all these tents, everything's praying. I mean, it's cool.
I love that. It's almost like a little spiritual moment for the girls. They're having a little prayer. Say your prayers. There's the Big Nug throwing up some emojis. Fucking right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Big Nug's got a bunch of Big Nugs happening. So that's awesome. We've been getting a pile of podcast books. Shout out to the Green Corner Pod. He's going to be with us soon. It'll be a lot of fun. I love it when podcasters get to hang out with podcasters. It's like ChatGPT talking to Gronk. Fuck yeah. Cheers, y'all. Oh, yeah. Hillbilly's dropping some corn. All about the... I've not had any sweet corn yet this year. Have you had any corn yet this year?
No, sir.
It's that time of the year, folks. Get your sweet corn. Pumpkins are starting to be ready. What else is in full effect? Peaches. Peaches will be in full effect. Summer peaches will be harvested now.
They're very much in full
effect.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes are in full effect. Yep. We love our local farmers market, and that's a great way to get a gauge on everything that is growing fruitfully in Ontario. Cheers, y'all.
And Big Nug, I'm putting that package together for you. It'll go out. See, today's Wednesday. Tomorrow, maybe. Whew. The first one's always a dandy.
Level.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
I got up like 5 minutes before we started because we're always talking about dialing in the grow room. Well, Wendy's got that bedroom dialed in, and he gets the right temperature at about the right time, and man, you are out. Yeah.
All right, so let's name the specifics then, because I feel like a bedroom also has its own ideal setting. So we're looking for subtle light or complete darkness, correct?
Oh, we go complete darkness. It's freezing cold, but I'm all covered up in a comforter. I got a hoodie on. Yeah, long pajama bottoms. Oh, it's perfect.
You got the you do the
I do a mask. Yeah.
Do the mask?
Yeah.
Yo, straight up, big no. I did just wake up my
mask
lungs.
Is
you
mainly,
can hear it. They're like crying.
Yeah, the mask is mainly to keep me, because I have a lot of nightmares.
Okay.
Let's just say that. And when it's totally dark, you don't have them because there's not because sometimes I get, probably when you're sleeping, your eyes will kind of open and there'll be a little flash of light, and then, yeah. So total darkness means no nightmares. Yeah.
We've actually tried. We've been trying really hard to do the bedroom truly as a sanctuary as well. I'm totally with you on that, because I mean, honestly, even if you only get like a minimum amount of sleep per night, you can optimize that sleep. Like, I dare say, probably designing your bedroom to be fully functional as much as possible, just in the way that you kind of do with your grow rooms. I mean, you optimize your for the most success with the least amount of time spent in them. I mean, unless, of course, you really want to spend some time, which is true of the bedroom. There you go, too, right? But, like, I only sleep for 4 or 5 hours a night. But just like what you said, my wife, too, insisted that we get an air conditioning unit in our bedroom. So I groaned about installing it. But, boy, howdy, did I sleep well after it was installed. So cheers to you, my dear. She's probably out there listening along like, I fucking told you so. Like,
told you. Oh yeah.
And so there you go, Big Nug. I guess Big Nug's a bit of a hot sleeper. Sounds like no blanket. Dad.
Oh man, I
didn't sleep in a snow
man,
bag.
I gotta be all.
Are you a bundle type dude?
Oh hell yeah, I think it all. I think it all has to do with the PTSD, but.
Oh yeah.
I sleep best all bundled up. I'll have a hoodie on, and the hoodie will come over. It'll cover my eyes. I'll have my mask on. It'll be, yeah.
Do you, I see Big Nugs just dropped the comment, a white noise maker. Do you fuck with those?
We have Wendy's got this machine that runs at night, and it makes the white noise. It'll make white noise. We've
got like a little. So I'm actually very much alike with Big Nug here and everything he said. Although I will say sometimes I start fully bundled like you, right? I'm like, tuck me in, and by the motherfucking end of the night, I'm like, all right, all blankets off, fan on high, fucking let's try to cool down. I'm like, yeah, I started warm. Now I need to end cool. So
see, that's funny
though.
That's the way Wendy sleeps. Now me, I can. When I went to boot camp, you go to bed and in the morning you got to make your bed and stuff. I mean, I had these. I was 22 and I had a 17-year-old kid on one side and an 18-year-old kid on the other. And they'd get up in the morning and their beds were all tore apart and they'd have to remake it. Me, I could slip into that military bed. I could sleep there all night. I could slide out, and with just a few little tucks, The TI come in,
Efficiency
put
is
this
key,
order on there, and
sir.
they'd be perfect. And these other guys were like, "Well, you got to tear your bed apart." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck no! You need to get a little older and learn how to cope with
How
stuff."
to snuggle on it in there,
But
very sleuthy like.
but that's how I sleep. Is just there's not a lot of wiggle.
Military style, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's
That's awesome. So I was gonna say then, when you get to the freaking hotel there, when you're out on vacay with Aunt Wendy, I'm the type like, and Allie hates this. Like if there's a freaking bed and it's all made, I gotta shove these giant fucking skis all the way down there and just get everything untwisted and it's all and just I gotta get the bed right messed up. And she's like, no, what are you doing? Fucking the bed's perfect.
See.
I'm like, no, fucking.
I'm like,
because my feet are
like
so freaking long that like I don't want them twisted or anything. So I gotta like undo all. I'm a loose sleeper there for damn sure.
Oh, I'm like, that's the way Wendy is. Everything's loose. Me, it's all got to be tucked in. It's got to be
like
tight.
Yeah, it's like a little cave for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like snuggling into a mountain of blankets there. Roma. Yeah. You mean Rome? What's going on, Rick's Can Lounge? Welcome to the show, Top Dog. Will Burnell, when you say papaya, I think of one of the biggest palindromes I know. And it's stupid. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but Jeff, imagine if I was in the middle of a giant papaya war and I was throwing stuff and you were coming down the street. You weren't necessarily involved yet. And I'm throwing papayas like crazy. And you're about to walk in and you're a little unsuspecting. And I say, no, sir, away. A papaya war is on. That's a palindrome. You spell that the same backwards as you can forwards. If you take all the commas out, but basically the spacing on all the letters, it's the exact same. No, sir, away. A papaya war is on. So yeah, just write that one down and you'll see then it's the exact same fucking thing forward and back. Palindromes, I fucking love them. Hell yeah, so many dynamos. That's another one.
That's funny.
I love literary devices. What's going on, Chub City? Chub City Trick, Chub City Trick. I love it. Fucking right, Chub City, Canada. That's what's up. No, but it's good. I love that Aunt Wendy's got that all dialed in, so she'll be sleeping soundly then. Damn, it's not even 6 o'clock out there.
No, right now she is. Yeah, that's
just rolling through. That's awesome.
That's why we do this when I come and do your show here. That's why I do it from here, because my daughter sleeps she's got a room in the way back, and that's back where the other studio is, and then so I come out here so I can be loud.
Hillbilly just dropped one for us. Madam, I'm Adam. That's a palindrome. Right.
It's way too early here.
Just type out "no sir" away a papaya war so everybody can see it in the chat. They'll say, "What the fuck kind of a sentence is that?" But it's true. Palindromes are fun, and big ups to Aunt Wendy there too, because she. The fact of the matter is, it's 6 a.m. out where you are. It's 9 a.m. here, August 6th, over in the OGGO studio. And you are very kind to just get up this early and come on over and hang out with us on these Wednesday mornings like you do.
I normally get up at this time anyways, but yeah.
So on a morning when you're not doing the show, if you were getting up that early, are you getting in with your plants, or what are you doing? Like, how do you spend your day if you're up that early? Are you out for a walk with the dogs? Or?
Well, what I do is I'll get up. I'll start the water pot boiling so you can get some tea, and then I like to use the water to soften up the dry food that I put in, and then while that softens up, I'll like cook their eggs, and then I'll put in the eggs, or I'll put in the homemade dog food that we make, and then the eggs, and The big dog, she gets bee pollen because she's got allergy, so she gets the local bee pollen. The new dog, still gets a little bit of pumpkin just to make sure that she's over going to the bathroom in the house. Yeah, and then I get
okay. So we got Chubb City asking questions about plants, and what a great time to ask questions about plants. We got the Superstar Squadron here. We got you, me, and Canada's #1 executive podcast producer, Jax.
Over here.
Are you mic'd up?
I think I'm mic'd. Can you hear me, Jeff?
It's not like you're in charge of the audio or anything. So.
Right. Well, I had it going, but I haven't spoken yet. So.
Yeah, time to speak up, sis. You gotta let everybody know you're here.
I'm here.
All right, so fellas, I have a question about EC. All right, electrical conductivity. So water measured 620 ppm last night, new meter. Calibrate straight water showed up at 620 ppm. How do I fix that? Water filtration system, unfortunately, is what you would do to fix that. Now, you've got already presumably about a 0.6 EC. Chubb City thing you could do, and this is just an armchair bandit here, literally talking shit on a morning show on YouTube. So please Google what I say. But by all means, so Chubb City, my well water sits at about 420. Never had a problem with it, not once. The only thing that there was an issue with my well water was it's devoid of oxygen, and that's just because it's been buried deep down in the earth where there's not a lot of air to access it. So it's got all of our palindrome race car. Hi, OGGO Grams, welcome to the show. Love you, Mom. But yeah, so your well water is probably
had to be
loaded naturally with iron, calcium, magnesium. Those three things tend to reside fairly heavily in well water naturally. Again, this would all be based on an actual analysis from a water testing facility. That's what I would recommend, is if you get your water done in a water analysis, they'll be able to tell you where you're starting with each of your macros and your micros that are already naturally occurring in the water. Now, if you want to get down to 0 ppm, you have to just filter it. You reverse osmosis all of those things out of it, and then you would aerate it, presumably. And then you would add in your desired nutrient lineup. But basically what I'm saying with that is that I live out in the country here. I'm on a well as well. OGGO's a palindrome. Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Will. But yeah, our perfectly healthy for plants, if not more than most water sources. And I say that to say 620 ppm with a lot of good stuff in it isn't going to hurt your plants. Like a 0.6 EC is actually a great spot to start, even just sprouting seeds. It's a very mild nutrient concoction, and because it's natural and it's occurring in the earth already, my bet would be you take that water out of that well, get it aerated for a couple hours with a nice big air stone in there, mix whatever nutrient you feel you really need on top of it. But again, you're already got nutrients in your water. That's your electrical conductivity is already there. I can't tell you the parts that make up your 0.6 EC, but certainly there's something already in the water that allows for electrical conductivity to be happening. So I hope that kind of helps. It's not necessarily a thing that you even need to fix, but rather you can work with, possibly add on to. And again, like I said, I start at anywhere between 4 and 420 ppm myself, and I've never had a problem adding in a minute amount of CalMag on top of that, and then just my typical nutrient regime, and I'll take it up to 1.0 EC, going up as far as say 1.6, but even that's almost a little bit of overkill by the time the plant's really up and running. You don't really need to max it out on any nutrients there, and it doesn't really do anything for it. You're just dumping water dumping water down the drain. Sorry, dumping nutrients down the drain rather. But yeah, I mean, Uncle Jeff, what do you got to say on that? You've got a couple thoughts. You're on a well. Oh, give him a second. Give him a second. It's that morning time. We gotta have a little breath of fresh air.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I was gonna say about all I can tell you about my water is I've tested the pH
No
on
problem,
it
Chubb.
like maybe twice, and it comes out like 7.2, and then I throw my newts in, and now we're in the 6s, and then I let it rock.
Yep.
That's
well.
I
was going to ask you about your stuff too. Just because, well, you and I talked about it because I was like, dude, you took to DWC like fucking Rooted and Mikey
like
and Slim, and you know what I mean?
Like a fish takes the water.
Like a fish takes the water,
Catherine?
or a bird
Where's
takes
Catherine when you need her?
A fucking, you know what I mean? Like, or a human takes to bong hits.
Yeah.
But it's super funny to watch all of this happen because me as the guy who's, you know, not anything that there's lots of stuff that we have here that actually is new, you know, not everything under the sun hasn't seen already, so to speak, but there are products here, DWC kits. They've been around forever. We just decided to make our own version of them here at OGGO Growth Systems Incorporated. And of course, as I'm the guy who designs these kits for people to use, one thing that I really always, you know, in the back of my mind think about is, boy, I hope this person really has the most amazing time with our products. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I really want, you know, I don't want you to get my products, Jeff, and think, boy, I'm fucking upset that I used that. So to see you guys doing as well as you've done, and like respect too. I mean, like I said, we always the running joke is just well, Uncle Jeff starts DWC kits and goes on vacation for 10 days. So how hard can it really be? And it's so true to just, because I asked you about your methodology with it. You get all your stuff mixed up, you stir it up, you can do a water swap in like 14 seconds.
Yeah.
And fucking boom, you know, on to the next, right? Like, it doesn't take you any time at all to really manage your DWC system, and that makes me really happy. And not only that, but it was carefree enough that you were like, hey, I'm going on vacation.
I'm going on. Yeah. I put it in there, got it started, went away for 10 days, came back, and there were a bunch of
Who does
before
that?
I went, there were little stubbies coming out. But yeah. But yeah,
that's super cool.
If you're watching me out there, if you're seeing me lean over like this, that's because that bucket is over there, and I've got it trained out, and everything's all like, you know how they go like this, and they're all praying. And then if I look over here, I got the same stuff going on. So, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, but apparently it's going good today.
I was gonna say, if you don't know what you're doing, you're making it look damn good while you're faking it.
But yeah, that's the one thing I do like about because I'm lucky here, and I think that's what it is. That's the thing I like about the DWC for me, because I'll admit it, if I had to pH down that water every time I'm working it and doing all that, I would stick to soil. But luckily here, right now, I don't have to. We'll see as this progresses, because I'm going to flip it pretty soon. But we'll see what she does there.
Well,
it's all experimentation. But if you've got good water and you could do it, man, a bucket. I think I like autopots, but I think a bucket would be a good way to go. I mean, it's quick, it's easy.
Thurgood, I see you out there, you stud. There you go. There's legendary fucking hot dog water. What's going on, Thurgood? Fucking everybody's favorite Power Ranger. Do you know Power Rangers are Japan? I didn't realize that. the Power Ranger storyline originated in Japan. It doesn't sound like Japanese words when you say Power Ranger, but nevertheless, it's probably translated. What's going on? Who else came in? I saw Donkey stop through. Chub City. I'm glad you like the. I'm glad you like the explanation there, Hillbilly. It's true. All CalMag is not created equal. Made with calcium nitrate. I don't use in flour. Yeah, you don't want to use calcium, magnesium in flour too. I mean, so the plants still need more calcium, but they definitely do not need as much magnesium. Of course, is the building block for everything that happens within the plant walls. So makes sense. Andrew, the show kind of seems like live action anime. Oh, hell yeah, Donkey Buds. Oh, Singrow. That's who else came in here. What up, Sin? Welcome to the show. Good morning, Thurgood. Thank you for the kind words. I'm tried and true. I'm an old school hydroponics grower. I have been using general hydroponics, Cali Magic for fucking decades. The label hasn't changed. The recipe hasn't changed. It's still pH perfect. That's one of those things that I was going to ask you too. At what extent can astrophage affect plant growth? Hillbilly, let's Google it.
Yeah, I'd have to know what
hell you.
I'd have to know what astrophage.
I was going to ask you, what newts are you using there, Uncle Jeff?
I just use the Fox Farms Cultivation Nation. Okay. That's what I use in my autopots, and I've got it here, and it works fine in that bucket.
So,
I don't understand this. I just looked up astrophage.
Astrophage is a fictional star-eating alien microbe from Andy Weir's science fiction novel and film adaptation project Hail Mary.
Holy, you know what? I'm going to say this about old Hillbilly there.
What?
He has all sorts of information here, man. Holy cow.
I love it. I love it. No, this show's great because it's a little bit different than all the other fucking plant shows out there.
I'll see if I can find some.
Big Nug, I would love to see the I would love to just see the recipe lit on. I mean, chances are you probably have calcium and magnesium in the lineup built right in there because you use Grower Science. Yeah, okay, Hillbilly's like, no. That's fine.
When you look up astrophage.
We looked up astrophage. We couldn't see it. I don't know. Uncle Jeff, I was going to ask you, too, is the Fox Farm Cultivation Nation, is it pH? It's got to be pH perfect, right? Like, they drop it down for it, pre-buffered and all that shit?
Yeah, and when I add it, it brings the pH of my water down.
Yeah.
It's like a pH down, yeah.
Yeah, pre-buffered. Yeah, and then I mean that was honestly too coming up in some larger facilities. I gotta say, when we're rocking the GH products, and I know everybody's like, oh yeah, Monsanto, whatever, and it's like, yeah, fucking, I know, I get it, fucking, I get it. What are you gonna do? Like, you need nutrients. You gotta have nutrients, and then also, I mean, in terms of like. People using their products, what made their products viable for a large facility was that we didn't have a bunch of fucking idiots afterwards trying to pH reservoirs. And let me tell you,
right?
Somebody pH a reservoir when they don't know what they're doing is just, it's hell to pay, because you're like, oh my God, there's a living being attached to this reservoir. Can we please not keep adding and fucking subtracting things from this? Just get it right, get it done, and let's move on.
And I'll admit that's another, because when I first started growing, I was like, oh, I got a pH, so then I'm pHing down, and it's like, oh crap, now I'm pHing up, you know?
Yep.
And now I'm like, well shit, I don't want to buy all the chemicals, so now I'm doing the lemon juice thing,
these are all this is why we do this fucking show though, man, because we want to talk about it. Like, hydroponics isn't meant to be this thing that makes you feel like, oh, now I have anxiety. It's like supposed to be like the opposite of that. You're supposed to be like, okay, everything's set, watered, the system's on, the lights are on, I know what I'm doing. I got to get out of here. I got other shit to do today too. So
now I'm not gonna. I look here and it looks really good and everything. And I'm not gonna lie. Maybe if I pH'd, it would be even better. But it's for personal use. So
personal use, personal knowledge, and personal growth.
right.
All right, 3 personals there. And on that too, what you learn from this grow, good or bad, that's all going to be just, you know what I mean? Like that's just tools for the next round.
Well, and that's every grow.
It doesn't matter. You're right. Every type of system, it doesn't matter.
You know,
it doesn't matter.
It could be that one thing because I'll admit, I've grown nonstop, multiple tents and stuff outside for like 7 years.
I love it.
You know, which isn't a long time by any, but it's quite a few. But every time there's something. There's like, oh crap, I shouldn't have done that, and you're learning.
Absolutely.
Especially, well, now I'm learning. I'm learning the bucket, and at the same time I'm learning the living soil. So, yeah, my brain's all over the place. But
you know what?
You make mistakes, and you know you'll burn up a couple leaves. You'll be like, oh crap, that. You're
maybe not necessarily a poster child anymore, but certainly you are the poster. You are the poster, maybe granddad of. You're like the fact that Uncle Jack like, oh yeah, living soil can be done. Autopot, yeah, love them. DWC, shit. How about outdoor growing? Yeah. Greenhouse style? Yeah, I can do that too. Like, and that's, dude, this is what we need to keep telling people is like,
I'm trying to keep up.
One is not better than the other.
One is not better than the other, and you are never too young or old to start your journey on all of them, and you can do them all at the same motherfucking time if you really want to. Not only that, Uncle Jeff, you can take your nutrient water that's spent in some of your systems, and you could actually take that and use that elsewhere, that old 200% increase on your nutrient usage, right? So
trust me, some of it will go back in, because I got my breeding tent back there, and it's running on the Fox Farm newts instead of the living soil, and I just dump any kind of spent water in there. Of course, I'm changing that up now because that's in flower right now, and then once I get the pollen all, because it's pollinating now. Once that gets all done, and I get a little seeds start to be made, then I'll maybe use the spent again just to up the nitrogen a little bit, because right now I'm on flower feeding, just to up the nitrogen some, just so I can increase. In my opinion, I don't know if it's science, but I just feel that it'll help the seeds grow more if I go back to a little bit more grow and a little less flower feeding. Does that make sense?
Interesting. Kurt, yeah, I mean, which hydro? Because again, if we're growing it straight sphagnum, I've grown a few hydroponic pumpkins, not in the sense of bare roots, straight water, but again, growing in a 300-gallon pot full of sphagnum and feeding it your hydroponic solution. Yeah, you get that was the year. Yeah, you have to wait to see. Just go and get into the photo album and see if you can find the hydroponic jack-o'-lantern, because we cut it with the Sawzall.
Remember? 23?
23, I feel like, was we did that. So it probably can just search pumpkin in the fucking library there. And then so Will Burnell also made a good point. I think if your climate permits it, everyone should do some outdoor hydroponics in the full sun to get some experience. Rain and systems, etc., teaches you a lot. Damn, Kurt. Damn, Will. That well said. That's all well said. And you know me. Jax, are you ready to find a couple of the root reveals as well? Because we can't necessarily show off our outdoor hydro on this channel, because typically when we're growing outdoor hydro, we're not necessarily looking to grow anything but the wonder plant. Now, that being said, last summer, for those of you who were with me, we did Devil's Bagger Ticks hydroponically, because my buddy ripped a plant out of the ground at his farm and was like, hey, you know, Mr. Hey, OGGO Gengar, what's going on?
Hey,
He goes, all right, Mr. Hydroponics, do you think you can grow one of these cannabis lookalikes in your outdoor system? I said, give it here. So, you know, he literally ripped a shoot out of the ground and just said, what can you do with this? And I took it home, put it in a net pot, and we grew out this massive Devil's Bagger Ticks flower. It went right to seed, and now, true to form, we have that plant growing all over the yard, right where that plant was growing last year. You'll figure out, Jeff. And then, yeah, tomatoes, lettuce, all of that stuff does absolutely phenomenal in outdoor hydroponic systems as well. And then people always ask me, you know, do you run a water chiller in your outdoor hydroponic systems? And I say no, because we've got lots of natural mitigation techniques for temperature stagnation. There's 5 of them. I really should just write them out. First one is volume. The bigger the volume of water, the harder it is to get heated up. Now, on the flip side of that, once it's heated, the harder it is to cool it off. Next thing, air. So you're injecting cool air into the tank itself. The next one after that is shade. And then the next one after that is subterranean. Like, that's where you just go below the surface of the earth and bring it up. And then you're also going to want to avoid via water top-ups and rain collection, and then just having a circulation pump in there. So that actually brings cool water up from the base of your reservoir and allows it to churn through with your warmer water up top. So there you go. 5 little ways to mitigate water temperature outdoors without a water chiller.
Right. And I wrote a couple things down. And me, yeah, I'm not running any chiller or nothing out here either. So
I was going to ask you about your lung room though too. That you're sitting in your lung room. What temperature are you currently running right where you're sitting?
Well, it's nice and cool because I got the fan blowing in. It's like 60 outside. Let's see. What is
and this is the only reason why I'm asking you, Uncle Jeff, is because it's all to just touch on this point for anybody wondering about,
73 degrees in that 3x3 tent with that bucket. 73 degrees.
Perfect. And then I would bet that your water is probably sitting, hopefully, just a little bit lower than that.
Well, because a lot of times,
relative, I would say.
I'll check the water. I mean, I don't take the temperature.
That's the other thing is no harm, no foul. If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Right.
Yes, cool water is of benefit to you, but again, because of the delta between air temperature and water temperature, you also don't want to spread that gap too far. You know what I mean?
Right.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that a plant would have ice cold roots and a super warm canopy up top, right? It would be like, so just, this feels weird. Sucks.
Out in the greenhouse, I last season I changed to a different reservoir. One, it was bigger, and this one's white, and it's made for to be a little cooler. And when you open it up, sometimes steam will come out, but you stick your hand in the water and that water is cold. So, yeah.
Yep.
So
Emma just said an in-ground tank keeps water around 60 degrees, a reservoir sitting on a concrete floor. Emma, again, my rooms were running, this is just anecdotal. my rooms were running hot all summer, and I was getting kind of pissed off because it just seemed like it was just a heat trap. And again, shout out to the builder of it, right? Like I put a steel ceiling in my bedroom, so there's no spot for heat to, like, you know what I mean? The steel literally will absorb that fucking heat all day long. It don't give a shit. So that being said, you know, just constantly building in the room, not good for anything, not good at all. So I had the pleasure of finding myself a perfectly sized AC unit, got it installed oh so graciously in that top portion of the grow room. And now my I mean, you guys can see it, right? Like when I toured the grow room the other day on your show, you could tell, you're like, oh yeah, temperature's fucking in order in that room. Like you could tell the roots are white, the leaves are full, everything's growing quickly. It's just like, you're like, okay, this is optimized. Like, you know, it can still run warm and plants can still grow. They can still be warm, like a little too warm, and they'll still do their thing, but they might have a little bit of a lackluster to them. Then you get them into that proper temperature where they're really desired, and holy fuck, the rest is history, man. Just fucking walk away. It's like mic drop. You're like, oh, it's all dialed. Boom, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Just don't touch it anymore. Just stop fucking with it. It's like a painting. It's the final brush stroke.
Now I'm gonna. Well, no, I can't say that because I was going to say that I've just recently got stuff to work the way I see all you professionals doing it, because I changed my lights. But now the last time I did really well, I thought, and it was a covert 500 watt light. So, which I've got sitting right over here waiting for something. Because another thing I wrote down is I'm gonna top these in this other breeding tin again, the Panama, the Colombian, and the Acapulco, and I'm gonna take some clones. And I was like, man, I'd like to run those in a bucket.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, yeah, even our little 8-site bucketed cloner. I mean, hey, those things are starting to on. Everybody's seeing, oh, is it that easy? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And then we've also got the option for with or without the timer, you know. So these are all things we're really trying to optimize hydroponics for the world. And we're also trying to show people you can do kind of one upfront purchase, and then you can really start to, like, it's almost like a fucking Lego set, dude. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean about like adding the timers in or not having the timers. It's so crucial to your system to understand which parts of it need timers, which parts are optimized to run 24/7, shit like that. Even keeping your water temps down. Ruda just messaged me and he was like, "Man, my water temps." He goes, "I'm running my pumps too long. My internal pumps churning the water." And a lot of people don't realize, you know, that electricity flowing through that pump, that's heat, right? That heat has to go somewhere and it ends up in the water. And so a long, long time ago, when I was just first starting to design my own cloners and figure out how to actually make a cloner work applicably for my scenario, that was when I had to start figuring out the intermittent timers, right? Short cycle intermittent timers. Very, very specific tool that I needed. Now, the ones that we rock at OGGO Grown, true to say, they're made right here in Canada, and they are just a glorious product. I showed you on Plants of Our Lives, Pool Party Monday, right? When we went through the tour in my room, I showed everybody one centralized timer, and it runs fucking so many devices. It's like so many pumps, so much control, and it's all based on the 4 minutes off, 20 seconds on ratio, right? And it's not meant to be an overly complicated thing where you've got sensors everywhere and you've got timer after timer, and if the power goes out, you got to reset everything and blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, I just want a very simple way to run a system, have it be tried and true with as little troubleshooting as possible. And once I figured out how to do that for me, and I did it long enough, that was when the basis of OGGO was truly formed. Like, hey, it's going to work for me, and I've tested it this long. Why wouldn't it work for everybody else too? So there you go.
You know, that's a good point you're making there, because I was just thinking about it when you were talking about it, because when I'm running the cloner that I got, it's got the pump that sits inside, and that's where a lot of the heat comes from. And that's another reason why I've gone to the living soil out in the greenhouse, because with that big reservoir, when I'm pouring all my nutrients in there, you got to have that big. I got this big. I mean, it's a big pump, and it just circulates the water, so I can keep that spun up. Otherwise, everything floats to the bottom. It gets sucked out, and then it clogs up. It clogs up your hoses. So that's another reason. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was good to go to the living soil out there, because that also helps me keep the water temperature down. So that was a good point.
APH, yeah. We know about APH, Alaskan Purple Hue. That is, the father was Purple Hue male. And the Alaskan Purple was originally from Seedsman, one of their very old, tried and true lineages. Alaskan Purple is incredibly hardy up here in Canada, and obviously the northern state, Alaska. So there's that. That was the foundation for the APH. Why those two together? Because I'm from Canada. We have an incredibly short growing season, and we need strong, vigorous plants that can stand the test of time and weather. And it's an indica. It's an indica. It's going to flower heavy. It's going to finish quick. And like I said, it's very, very cold resistant. So you're going to get big old yield from it. Very, very ideal in terms of terpene profile. Uplifting, John, I mean, yes, John, I would say the uplifting stuff, it's oof. I'm going to give a hot take here. I do believe that uplifting or into couch effects, all of that stuff, has more to do with the timing on to harvest the plant. What I mean to say is indicas that run longer tend to be more uplifting, and sativas that run shorter tend to be a little more like uplifting. And it's almost like indica and sativa actually do the exact same effect. It just depends on which point you harvest them. That's my take. And I feel like everybody up here in North America with our sativa tendencies, we want to see them, we want to enjoy them, but we don't have the climate to allow it. And so we've constantly been forced to harvest our plants early, right? So if you harvest the sativa early and you smoke some of that, and then you're like, oh, wow, this is a really heady high. Oh my gosh, I almost feel like I'm panicking, or like, this is like, whoa, I'm up, holy shit. But I imagine if you did that with an indica that was harvested premature, and then it turns out that it did the exact same thing. So it's almost as if to say the trichome is a trichome. It can't differentiate between what the plant it's growing on. It can only differentiate between its point of maturity.
Because I'll admit, I like to harvest a little early. I prefer less amber myself.
Do you find sometimes with certain, like, if you pull the strain early, do you ever notice that heady, like,
that's why,
like pump up, like almost like it gives you like the shakes, like you're like, what did I just have?
That's why I always pull them early, to be honest.
Okay,
but
so dude, I'd go the other way.
If we're making something for like nighttime gummies, then I'll let it go. Then I let it go longer.
So dude, I have this sneaking suspicion, Uncle Jack, and I've thought about this before, but I've got the sneaking suspicion that, you know, I'm 37 now. health, honestly, from when I was younger to now, my health has actually only gotten better. And so truthfully, I wonder sometimes if the lateness of every harvest that I've ever done, and I mean, I let my shit go. Like, everybody knows me. I'm like, yeah, let it go another week. Yeah, another week. And as long as it's growing and it's healthy and it's still maturing, still putting on weight, it's not rotting, there's nothing going wrong with it, it's not dying, I just let them roll. And I swear, I probably take them to the point where THC has begun to degrade into CBD, and I get a nice little fucking half and half blend. And I swear, like, I've been smoking my own flower for so many years, and I'm not having any like it's like every time I do it, the harvest always is like, oh man, this gets me like good and stoned. And I'm also feeling like my body's relaxed, like my joints are good. Like I mean, like, it's given me all the mental effect I need. It's given me the body effect that I need, but it doesn't really seem to matter what strain it is. It's just like, let it go to, like what Will said, the peak cloudy, right? Like, just past milky, you see a little bit of amber, everything's mixing. You're right there with it. You got your CBD, your CBN, your THC, you get to see the plant almost get into like a full form maturity, and you're like, okay, I want all the flavors. I don't just want THC. I don't just want CBD. I want everything to just kind of mix together in one big fat bowl. And then there you go. Will, I'm incredible. Again, everybody who knows me personally is like, yeah, that motherfucker will cure some shit. Like, too long for my liking, but he does what he does, so whatever. So, and that's, guys, that's my little hot take. And I know that maybe that's like, some people are like, fuck that, fuck you for saying that, but whatever. After so many years of growing in a certain way, and like you've watched me, that I'm like one of the most functional stoners fucking all over. I just love working. I love doing stuff. And I have a feeling that has a lot to do with how and when I harvest my plant. Gengar's asking, photo on 1212 makes it an auto? No, photo on 1212. Well, we were talking about that too, because there was now a bunch of tests done just recently in the cannabis community where even if you give a photo period seed, give it 1212. And Mikey was the one that actually brought this to my attention. Shout out to Mike. Mm-hmm. He said, even if you run a photo at 1212, you're going to get a 30-day-ish window where the plant is in veg.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Even though you're only giving it 1212, it still has to have some sort of point where it's allowed to grow from its sapling, up to adolescence and then begin to mature from there, right? It doesn't make sense that if you gave a plant 1212 from the time it's a seedling, all of a sudden it's flowering. Because if you think about it out in nature, how is a plant going to proliferate if it does that?
Mm-hmm. Right.
It can't go through its growth cycle. It's not going to be able to mature properly and give out progeny for next year's run.
And I know if you're running autos, it's usually about 28 days for an auto flower, and then it starts.
And then it starts, right?
You're spot on, and then it just starts, no matter what. But now you're spot on there. I think it would be worth a try for somebody.
Dude, I think we should. I mean, all of us at OGGO, I think we should get it as like almost like an OGGO challenge for everybody in the membership. I really think we could all just like conclusively go all over, or even Will, you're down under. Yeah. Let's get that happening. Hagrid, we could have you going out and over on your side of the pond there. Like, that would be the super coolest thing to see. Just bringing them up. Bring them up and see what happens. Okay, everybody, let's try this veg plant on 12 and see what happens. Yeah, so, all right, Gengar is going to try it with Purple Peach Crescendo. I love that. I picked that you're running the Mini Ho Big Nug. Yeah, guys, get your votes in. Yeah. Everybody's thinking he's on the Mini Ho. What up, Speedy?
Everybody has to go with the mini hoe.
I did find the pumpkin, but it's a video. I found the pumpkin.
Okay, is it a video?
It's end of season, and then there's like you can see the pumpkin that grew, but you can see the pot in the background. And the one I have 2 videos.
Sure, put them up.
Yeah,
let's do it. This was end of the season back in 2023, so all results are forgiven. You know.
Yeah, what I mean? You can see the PM on the leaves, but it happens. Like happens
pumpkin.
With the...
Don't grow pumpkins near cannabis. Same with cucumbers. Same with other vines.
Those are the 2 big ones.
Those are the 2 big ones. It's fucking just there. You're gonna ask me why and be like, I'm gonna do it anyways, and I say, okay,
and go for it.
Okay, but you know Uncle Jeff, right? Like, it got PM bad. Yeah, I was gonna say that was here.
It happens all the time out in nature.
It does. Yeah, like part of
does.
We're just letting it run too.
Yeah. You want me to play it? I don't know if we can hear it, but
that's fine.
Yeah.
You see the pumpkin in there?
Yeah, you can see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the PM got it bad there, but hey.
But it was, you can see how big the pumpkin
October
was.
Too, right?
Yeah.
You ain't getting off. That was the hydroponic. It doesn't really show the background, but it was growing.
But you can I'll show
a 300-gallon pot.
Yeah.
And it ran all along the. PM is a part of.
You can see it right
growing.
there. The big.
Yep.
The big pot in the background there.
Oh yeah, there's the 300-gallon, the salad bowl.
Yeah.
And it sucks too because pumpkins are beautiful. Watch grow, but then nature grabs a hold and says, hey,
I'll throw up the other one too. It's just the pumpkin itself.
Yeah, just find a picture of the jack-o'-lantern.
Oh yeah, I couldn't find the actual,
because we cut it open with a sawzall. The pumpkin was fucking mad.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Oracle? Yo, pimpin'. I see you out there, Sly. I see you. There we go.
There's the pumpkin.
That was a big girl, yeah. She was a big girl. That was just a pic, eh? Oh, no, video.
No, it's a video.
Yeah. There you go. So it did turn out. I mean, it was well fed.
Yeah, she was good.
That. That's big.
Oh, okay. No worries, Sly. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. But again, I think that we would get far better pumpkin sizing there if we stripped all the other flowers. Stripped all the, you know what I mean? Like, our guy John over in the Hamburg area, he has lots of suggestions for us there. Yeah. Well, it was fun to do that. I love growing pumpkins myself. I'm no world-class pumpkin grower. Hey, it's all about the plants, man. All about the plants. Roma wasn't built in a day. Stop stressing. True that. All right, sis, I get your message. Message received. Takes a whole lot of days in a row, though. Consistency is key, sis. Consistency is key. Only actual edible vegetables, not pumpkin, not zucchini, and edible forms of gourds. Good plant food. What?
I don't understand.
What do you mean, Emmett? Just elaborate for us there. I see the comment. I just don't mean.
Edible form of gourds.
Sly, I'm very sorry to hear you're in the hospital, but if you're getting out today, that does hopefully mean that you're on the mend. I'm not being assumptuous, but I'm hoping that you are. Sorry.
Emmett had another comment up above.
Oh, okay. What is it?
It says a regular seedling takes. Oops. Here, I'll put it up on the screen.
Oh, okay. So here we go. A regular seedling takes 30 to 45 days to reach sexual maturity. Growing it a month under 24, then switch to 12-12 after week 5. People think it an auto-flowering plant.
Yeah. And then I think he was talking about the pumpkin stuff down below. He's like, no, not pumpkins.
Okay.
Don't eat that pumpkin. Too late.
Did we eat? Yeah, we ate some.
Yeah, we ate most of it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. What did we do? We made pumpkin pie.
I made a whole ton of pumpkin soup.
Pumpkin soup.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck, we didn't die.
Pumpkin soup. And I think we used it in like pasta too. I made like a pumpkin pasta too.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, guys, it's still up to you what you do with your produce as you're growing it. Like I said, we grew that in a 300-gallon pot. Yuck.
Yeah, I see. Well, I don't know if you're saying you can't eat it, but you probably saw there were like a couple white nodes on the top of it. There was like, it had sat in the ground in the wet for long enough that there was a little bit of rot to it. I cut that out and we used it anyways. It was totally fine. It's the same as any vegetable. If you cut out the bad part, you can eat the rest of it. You don't have to throw the whole thing away.
I'm not any worse for wear, nor did I get any sort of.
Yeah.
I mean,
No
hey,
ailments.
pumpkin's one of the best things you can do for your gut, as far as I know. Is like
it is.
Right? Calms.
Because we feed it to the dogs. Yeah, I feed it to the dogs.
Pumpkin soup is very good for your digestive system. So.
I know when I was really sick and they weren't letting me eat like solid food, pumpkin soup is what I ate a lot of that. But, because my digestive system had just kind of shut down, so I ate a lot of pumpkin soup and stuff like that.
And
so yeah,
I mean, Emmett, I live in North America, so that pumpkin was probably the least unhealthy thing that I ate that year.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. and you know what? Like we always think about like what we're doing with our own food. Yeah. Isn't it funny how like we can get. You get once removed, you know what I mean? You don't even think about it. If it's somebody else grew the food, you don't even think about it. Like you're not even like,
yeah.
What did you do to grow this?
Yeah.
What was put in this? What was the chemical compound used to grow this?
Yeah.
Right? Like you don't even think about not even that, but like go to your favorite fast food spot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
have you ever
like,
looked at the ingredients in Oreos?
Yeah. How come Oreos don't light on fire when you hold a blowtorch to them? Like, there's a lot of things, but I'm just saying, dude. Like, you know what I mean? For me personally, to be all the stuff out of my own garden was probably so much closer to being what I should be eating each and every day than fucking all of the things from the grocery store. Like even the good stuff.
Yeah.
Even stuff. You're still like, where did it come from? Who grew it? What was
sprayed
in it?
On it?
What was sprayed on it? How long did it travel? How many liters of diesel fuel were burned to get this to my house?
Right.
These are all things that I just that's why I have to think that, right? And again, like in I hate, but like in a post-apocalyptic scenario too, you're gonna want to just kind of be knowing that there's food nearby, even if it's not ideal. You're gonna want to just kind of take whatever you can get and not try to overthink it because you're like, damn, I have to eat something. Like, I gotta. It's either this or that. So what's it gonna be? What up, ID? I see you. You. Cheers, Top Dog. Welcome to the show. And I don't know what the right or wrong answer is. I'm just thinking out loud, man. Honestly, because like, yeah, we put our produce and we put our cannabis in such a high regard, but we also, you know, don't wash our hands when we eat. You know, we also go to, you know, you can pick some pretty unsavory foods for your lunchtime there each and every day if you want to. That's your prerogative. So, yeah, same, Emmett. I'm totally doing the exact same
I was just thing. Babbling. Oh, Emmett just doesn't like pumpkin. I see how it is.
Emmett, you just don't like pumpkin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, ID. That's Jack. That's the one and only. That's the legendary Canada's #1 executive
today
podcast producer. Next Tuesday, we're gonna have some fun, Jackson and I, aren't we?
There we are. Yeah,
Jackson, Shannon, and I Tuesday on the
no Shannon. No
Shannon. Sorry. That's right. Yeah. It'll be Jackson and I. Studio session. It's gonna be great. Maybe we'll ask Uncle Jeff. Maybe we'll extend the invitation to Uncle Jeff. You never know if he's down for it. Maybe he can come on up and make a cameo there. Hell yeah! What's everybody else in the audience growing? What do you got growing for food? ID, you got any blueberries, rhubarbs? How'd your slim flowers turn out, Uncle Jeff? Did you get any going? Did you have any luck? Or?
No, I went on vacation.
That's my boy.
And unlike everything else that was in autopots and a bucket, they were not.
You got enough stuff to do, eh?
Yeah, but I was trying to grow one for the little girl next door, but I just couldn't do it. I failed. But tractors next year.
Are you seeing what Emmett just said? Zucchini makes for good shotgun practice.
Hey, it also makes really good cake, Emmett.
Yeah, cut it into clay size pigeon. Cut it into clay pigeon size. What do you got there, ID? Are you talking mullen?
Make a bong with zucchini.
Will,
you guys are coming up with great things right now.
Of course, you can make a great bong with zucchini. You can make a good pipe with a snowball if you need to, and you're on the side of the hill and you're just going snowboarding. Let me tell you what, that's some Canadian shit right there.
Yeah.
You got it. So it's a it's a true one hitter though, Uncle Jeff, because you gotta once it gets right, you gotta go fast because the second that the lighter hits the snow, we got ice, we got melting, we got everything. So just all right, throw the snowball at your buddy. Fuck you. See you at the bottom of the hill, fucker.
With a handful of embers.
ID is talking about mullen.
Okay, so ID's talking.
Yeah, he didn't know the name, but I got a picture. I can.
Okay, so do you have a picture from last year?
One of ours, I'll find one of ours.
Yeah, so Uncle Jack last year was around. He'll be around again too. Not this weekend, but next. I call him. On my list.
Call Uncle.
Put it on the list. I'll do it today while I'm driving.
There you go.
You can try the flowers. It's delicious. Yeah. So you can really use every part of a mullen plant, as far as I know. They are very, very handy for you. They're good for a respiratory aid, I believe, if you're having trouble. If you love that, I love zucchini bread. Yes.
Yeah.
Zucchini bread is fantastic. I love spaghetti squash as well. For the fact that it is very spaghetti.
Again, it's a video. I got a video.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we used to grow the squash and make our own spaghetti noodles out of it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. You see what ID just said? I found potatoes in the dirt when I was raking leaves in October when we first moved here.
Huh?
ID, I found donation volunteer potatoes in my compost pile a couple years back.
Oh,
that was
cool.
Super cool. The potatoes really just took to
you also had a huge pumpkin from that too one time.
Yeah.
At the other house?
Press play there, sis?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. There's a mullen right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Jack, you might as well just make that one into a short.
I should.
There you go. Beautiful. Jack's next there for GSI. Beautiful. Bing, bang, boom. That's it.
On the mullen with some optic foliar.
Yeah, that was optic foliar. Just giving it a
nice
little rub down, spray down. The shit's awesome.
Oh, that's.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't wait till this weekend to spray some more on.
There you go.
I love that.
Actually,
stuff.
we just talking. So we'll see if I can maybe get him on a pod. The guy who created Optic Foliar, the owner of the company, good friend of the show, and of course a big friend of OGGO Growth Systems Inc. So shout out to Dinesh and Optic Foliar. They're one of our brand buddies, and you'll see that right at the end of the show. Of that, I'm sure. OGGO brand buddies.
Yep, I got a.
Where's Gengar? He started singing already.
4-liter bottle of it sitting right here.
Because I didn't have that one.
You got some right there? Yeah, show that shit off. What up, Overgrow? There we are. That's it. That's it right there. Guys, look for that superhero. That's actually Uncle Jeff. When he gets outfit on. That's what he wears when he goes to walk the dogs.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Fucking right. He's got the OG. He's got the OG on the chest. It stands for Overgrow. I love it. I love it. Maybe
I only started using it, and I don't know why I never used it before. I mean,
the potatoes rolled there and self-rooted. Is that what you're saying, Will? You guys down for a media asset? I'm down. Uncle Jeff, it's been a hot minute. Hey, I'm down if you are, big bro. Let's go. All right, so we were talking about, Jack, would you do me the service of finding the one root reveal where I was actually just cradling it like a...
Yeah, I found it already. Yeah.
Okay, is it in the media asset?
No, but I can put it up on the screen, I think.
Sure. We'll tell you what. We'll do this one first. There we go. That's the Slim Flower Grow Off. Why don't you just grow off? Old goat. Yeah, I see you, Doc. All right. Smells so good in the house. I decarboxylated. Hella jelly trim. Wow. Smells better than most flour. Ha! Love it. Sure. What were you saying?
I just pulled up the one of you like eating it like a cob of corn.
Yeah, my giant cob of roots.
Yeah.
Hit it.
I'm sure.
Is it gonna? Will it cover the media aspect?
Yeah, I probably will. I can probably share it.
Let's go. You can share it over the media asset. Why not?
Yeah. Slim Flower's coming up real quick.
Slim Flower's gonna be here before you guys fucking around. Get those seeds in. Just kidding. A little late for that. Unless you're in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
going up over it. Oh no, it's under it.
Okay, it's under it.
Yeah.
I got you.
That's fine.
I got you. The media asset trumps everything.
Yeah.
It's the top.
Top dog.
It's the top dog. All right, Slim Flower Grow Up, dedicated to our guy. Oh, go Slim. Cuz. What up, cuz?
Kiss.
Hit us up. It's just for fun, guys. It's just for fun. Have a good time with it. Shout out to everybody watching on Rumble. If you're not subscribed yet on Rumble, you suck.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Throw up the share it out, Jack. Share out everything, please.
Rumble?
Link tree. Yeah, all the links. I want every.
I'll share the link tree because Rumble's on the link tree.
There you go. There you go. Get it, guys. Go get it. I know you're on Rumble. Don't fuck around.
We know Jack Ashes is on Rumble. He keeps showing up. Oops, I almost shared it on Rumble. I'm sharing it to YouTube. There we go. Oh, Slim got there first because I have too many windows open. Go turn
manual breathing mode ensued.
Yes.
All right, Uncle Jeffrey. Team Jeffrey in the house. Ready to rock, my dude?
I am.
Okay.
Let's see if we even see you guys.
When we bring us down, it might
Let's
not even be us.
It might not.
2.
Oh, it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it is. There we go.
Yeah.
That was some outdoor hydro
Mhm.
done to the
Cool.
to the max there.
Mhm.
There we go. There we go.
Yep.
That was late season too, obviously. In the trees behind me there. Obviously, you can see that I didn't bring that outside from indoors. That would be dumb. That is our one and only Gorilla Ponics. Gorilla Ponics.
In my head, when you were saying that, in my head, I said Abby because I figure that's probably an Abby if we were harvesting that early.
Yeah, that is the route that made it around the world on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Big Nug, I saw you earlier. You said sharing a link to me on Facebook. Go ahead, bud.
I think he said he already shared it.
Yeah, he can share it on here. And also the grower science. That was something from the start of the epi that we didn't really get to circle back on because, like I said, there's probably trace amounts of cal and ag. So he's smoking some NL numero 10. Wait, that's Spanish and
no, that's numero
10.
Yeah,
I got it right.
10 is 10. Yeah.
Booyah! I can still count French. Okay.
All right, I'm pulling it down.
Yeah, pull it down. Come on.
I like some more than that. That's some good.
Even though you
That's a
weren't
good
there, you were already
strain.
there.
Eat those. You can just eat those roots if you really want to. They actually taste quite sweet.
We had some really good beetroots. They were purple.
Yeah, we had purple beetroots. They were awesome too. Hell yeah. I just love growing. How about you, Uncle Jeff?
Oh yeah, because it's I know it's fun and it's relaxing.
I think it's the act of the growing that I almost find as much therapy in as any other part of the hobby. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I love reaping what I sow, but I also love knowing what I sow. Right? So
Right.
there's there's benefits to every process in it. And also too, it kind of allows you to dig deep and see how much you really want something. You're like, man, I really love smoking. Well, do you love smoking enough to fucking give up the 4 months beforehand? Not give it up, but you know what I mean? Like, you're not giving anything up, but you're just changing your priorities. You're like, okay, well, I'm gonna dig into what it takes to actually make this happen for myself instead of going to a store to grab it, or whatever. Stone Root, I see you out there. Stone Root's been lugging water fucking everywhere.
Oh yeah, because he's got those plants way out there.
Sure, if it was number 10. What do you mean? Numero 10? That's how we say it. 3797 in the house. I see you. What a great morning, man. A lot of beautiful people rolling through here. What do you got on the docket today, Uncle Jeff? What are you doing? What are you doing with your plants today, sir?
Well, I got some, I got to do a little filming first thing in the morning.
What up, Pappy?
And then I got to do, hey, Pappy, I do have to do a little defoliate before it gets hot out in the greenhouse. I think I'm good, but I just want to make sure, because the whole bud rot thing.
Yeah.
I never had it until last year, and then, now I'm paranoid about it.
Are you do you run any dehum or anything like that when you're, like, do you ever get to that point in that greenhouse where you're
I did last year.
Just cause?
And I did last year, and I don't know if it helped a lot, but I got a big AC Infinity dehumidifier. Well, I got 2 of them. They're still in the box, and I'm thinking about putting one out there just to run at night, because I don't have any problems really during the day, but at night, man.
Yeah, she just spikes.
Cold temperature, it's
the same up here. I feel like that's just par for the course. I would really like to do next year, or in years to come. I know that you and I talk about the geodesic domes all the time, but I also have a feeling like if you were to make some sort of, say, like, raised bed pergola. And what I mean by that is, like, you make your raised bed, you put 4 posts on it, you throw a pergola, whether the roof's vaulted or not, one way or another, or peaked or whatever. And then from there, you throw some clear Lexan, your corrugated plastic, shit like that. And, UV resistant, it could be all of that. But also, I just feel like if you could prevent the dew from falling, like when you're outdoors, right? Like, that's the biggest thing, is that the dew falls at, first thing in the morning, like 4 a.m.
Right.
You notice everything just gets fucking soaked. Sun's just about to come up and the ground is just fucking wet. Everything you touch has water on it. And I just can't help but wonder, like, if you had just that little overall, I mean, that's why people put roofs over their vehicles and shit, right? Like, you don't want your vehicle constantly subjected to all of the weather that happens each and every day, whether it's good or not, right? Because the dew comes in if it's going to be a sunny day, or if it's a rainy day, then you know that you've already got excess water there anyways. So the dew is not the problem on that day. And again, like I just said, if you've got your plants under a shaded or under a rooftop, and they can still get all that airflow and air exchange, but they're not getting directly rained on, I can't help but wonder if you're going to find a little more success too, just staying away from things like botrytis and overwatering and shit like that. So,
because that's the one thing I do with our greenhouse. Once we get into maybe June, I just leave the doors open. After that, to get as much airflow as I can. But I'm thinking about it. I have to play in my head if it's going to suck out enough to be worth the use of the electricity, and running it and hauling it outside just to bring it back in to use it in here, maybe.
Right. Yeah. Can you now correct me if I'm wrong? Your Planta greenhouse that you got there, beautiful, beautiful kit, beautiful company, giving them
Yep.
all the props that they deserve
Oh
because
hell yeah.
those things are built to like withstand some shit.
And you can put, I don't know, they talk about hundreds of pounds of snow can be on it.
Yep.
Um, great customer service, I'm telling you, great customer service. So now what would
Can you lift up the bottom portion? Like, is there a roll up option on the bottom side of your panels
no.
on that
No.
greenhouse, or it's not like that, right?
No. Nope, it's just
Okay.
it's all solid. Now I do have some stuff running up and underneath, you know, some cords and stuff. Not all
See,
solid. I do have some exhaust windows sitting on top of this tent here that I got because they didn't come with it because they were
right,
back ordered, so they sent them
right.
later. But by then I'd already put it up and I didn't want to cut a hole. So, but
I get it. You gotta have your nephew come on down with some power tools and the fan. Stay a little while.
yeah,
There you
because
go.
it's, I mean, it's cool to build. Me and Wendy built it. It gets a little scary when you're doing the top because it's pointed on the top,
Yep.
and you got to take that sheeting, you got to score it, and then you got to bend it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fold it down.
So
Yes.
you score it too far, you've cut it in half.
Of course.
Yeah.
So it's it's polycarbonate sheets, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it would probably have like an 8 mil spacing between it for your greenhouse effect to actually do its thing, right? Or 6 mil or something like
these
that.
might be six. These might be six.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
real easy.
No.
I mean, you got to cut it on the proper side, so you got to pay attention.
It's almost like I've been sitting studying these greenhouses and how to build them and how they work. Yeah. What products you would use and what's ideal, what isn't.
But you know what? I mean, if you want to grow outside and you've got some room, I mean, you don't have to spend, a big bunch of money on a greenhouse like that. I mean, you just go on Amazon and get yourself one of the, a hoop house or one of those and put it together and stuff. Because, I mean, you can't go wrong.
Vivor has been making a fucking believer out of me with all of their shit. Like, I'm convinced that if I got myself like a Vivor coverall or a greenhouse or whatever, like they got I got a water chiller from them. I fucking love it, dude. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Vivor became the company that just was like, oh, does nobody else want to make industrial grade shit? Like all of it? Oh, we will. Okay, sweet. Like we can do that. Fucking hold my beer. I don't know, but maybe other people have had bad experiences with their products, but honestly, every time I look at one of their shits, I'm like, it looks as sound as any other product I've ever seen. Like their hoop houses, their tent coveralls, shit like you can get industrial grade buildings, and the price of it reflects it. I always figure you kind of get exactly what you pay for.
And if you think about it,
time or if it's going to blow away in the wind,
you could get if you think about it, you could probably even get yourself a frame like that, and then just use like 30% shade cloth or something.
Yep.
Because that's really all. Now, I might go a little higher than 30, maybe if I was building it, but
I'm one of those guys where I love going to the hardware store. Like seriously, I look at the hardware store and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just take all the pieces that I need to build something and build it. That's kind of like, I don't know. That's the way I've always operated, so to speak. Is just I'd rather go and see what I could do with my own hands and my own ingenuity and build something fucking bitchin'. And then if I don't like it too, I'm like, oh, can always disassemble it and use those pieces elsewhere. Like it truly became like a Lego master builder. Like in the sense of like when you watch the movie, when Batman is falling from the rooftop and he just starts grabbing stuff and he makes himself a jet as he's falling and then he just flies away. It's kind of like You go to the hardware store and you're walking through the aisle. You're like, oh, grab that, do. Just grabbing some stuff, and then you just go home. You fucking build it. You're like, that was fun. Like, I don't know when it became like that, but once the Lego movie came out and I saw somebody exemplify it, I was like, oh, this is great. This is exactly what I do with my life. So fucking, that's why I'm so torn. I'm definitely a man of two minds, because I feel like even if I bought a planta greenhouse, dude, I'd probably like, okay, I need to build a knee wall with like hinged sides on it so that I still have the option to, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, I'm going to make the greenhouse taller. And then second of all, I'm going to give it full length ventilation all the way down each side. So if there's a cross breeze or a fucking tornado coming, or you know what I mean? Like being able to ease the pressure on everything so that it doesn't get lifted up off the ground in a big windstorm. I'm just always thinking of that shit. So, you know, I'd be the type to just like, you'd be like, oh, that's a sweet thing. I didn't know they had that kit. And I'd be like, yeah, I added all of this extra shit onto the bottom side of it. That, you know, or I dig out a big hole with big nug or something. You know what I mean? Fucking right. Always a little bit of customization.
If I had to do it over again and had a little more money to do it, then I'd have dug it out a little bit, and maybe instead of just one 6x6, maybe I'd have stuck two 6x6s, because then you run your rebar down through them, and then every 6 foot section, I think it is, is bolted to that anyway. So yeah, if I had to do it over again, it would probably be 10 feet tall at least, or something in there. Yeah.
How tall is the one that you got?
8 feet. It's 8 feet.
Okay.
But if you dug down just a little bit and then put it on a couple of 6x6s instead of just the one, you know, you could raise it up a little bit.
I would, honestly, I'm with you that like I would myself a mini hoe. Haha. Whoa. Or no, you know, you wouldn't need a big hoe. Just a mini hoe. But dude, going down, even going down 4
soon,
feet.
I'm bringing home a mini hoe. Yeah.
There you go. So you know what I mean? Though, digging down 4 feet and leaving your ledges on either side, like, you know, like literally carving out a shelf with scratching it out with the mini hoe. And just leaving that, and then, you know, build some support so it doesn't erode over time or whatever, or dry out and fuck off. But, you know, definitely there would be a way where I would have it so I'm opening the door and I'm going down like some steps into a lower area, and I've got a big greenhouse up over top of me, but it's nice and cool, right? Because 4 feet down is 15 degrees. Until it's, of course, exposed to sunlight regularly, but still the ground will remain cool as it's going through its paces. So yeah, I think it would kind of, my move would be just go a little bit subterranean. And hell, if you've got the mini hoe there, just go a step further, get yourself a 5,000 gallon septic tank, give it a good rinse out, and actually use it as a reservoir. Bury it too. Get all your accessibility in there, cap it, put your pump in, get your hose access out, power access out, and you're sitting on a 5,000 gallon reservoir that's subterranean and never gets hit by sunlight. Bro, you want to talk about productivity, man? You'd be growing fucking plants to the moon. Like, what is this shit? I broke through my greenhouse. My greenhouse is broken. Can I get a new surface on it? Damn it. Yeah, stone root, using cinder blocks to raise the height. Absolutely. The only thing with that is that those cinder blocks collect heat. So as you go through the day, if you're out in a very, very sun exposed area, that concrete's just going to suck that heat in, and then it'll hold it into the night. So you know what I mean? There was advantages as I'm talking about going subterranean, just because of that coolness factor as you get away from the surface of the ground. And then of course the ground itself does far better at insulating from the heat than your concrete blocks. But I know exactly what you mean there, Stone Root, making a little knee wall. And I would probably also do a knee wall if I was going to be doing a geodesic dome, just to raise the height of the dome, right? Because especially on the sides of the dome, it's 360 degrees. So if you have just a little bit of vertical before your arch starts, you're actually going to get yourself a hell of a lot more useful square footage within confines of that building. So that's just some thoughts for everybody out there, having spent enough time with growing and building things. And you always want to go bigger with your square footage. If you, Uncle Jeff, on question, if you were to reorder, would you go for a bigger footprint in that greenhouse?
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, I would.
Yeah. There you go. See, that's
at least one more section.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then you could have the reservoir there, you could have some tools and stuff there, and then everything else would be free to grow. Because right now, the last 2 spots I just got little 10-gallon pots there, and normally I've decided I'm only going to grow, if I grow autos ever, I'll grow there, or I'll just throw leftovers in there because a little pot. But if I had another section,
yeah. Dude, hey, honestly, it's just like building like a deck, or building adding a bathroom in your unfinished basement, or like every time you're doing something, just give yourself more square footage than less. And it sounds greedy and it sounds hoggish or boorish or whatever, but I'm being so real with everybody. The last thing you want to do is underspend on like your deck, because you're like, oh, I only need a 10 by 10. We'll put a 4 by 4 table at the center of that and see how well you can actually deliver hamburgers and hot dogs to the family around the edge. Like whatever your square footage is that you think you want, fucking double it. You're in it for a dime, you're in it for a dollar. You might as well just get exactly what you want, get it done, and then you know that you got it, right? Because even you know, Uncle Jeff, I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but having now used your greenhouse for a few years, you're like, definitely there are some things, if I did this again, I'd be fucking making a couple changes off the hop.
Yeah, it would be at least one more section, if not 2.
Like, are you talking length or width, or both?
Length.
Okay.
Length. I'd build it another 6 feet, because right now it's 20 foot long. That would have been about 26. You know, and you think, well, that's only another 6 feet, but you're talking a 6 by 8 foot or 10 foot wide and 8 foot tall. So it's a pretty good area. But yeah.
Catherine, we're not allowed to talk about the old fish hole. Yeah. Go big or go ho.
Oh, wait.
Fuck. All right. Enough of this hoe talk. No, I love it. I've never seen a fish hoe. I have 2 Dyna hoes. Was famous for its massive integrated steel frame rather than tractor conversion. Interesting. Go gloob or go glub? Yeah, all right, Cat. All right, I feel that. About to go glub, I think. An awful lot of mini hoe talk going on here. Big Doug, that's why we love you. Bringing all the mini hoes around. What'd you say back there, Kirk?
I'd say he started the mini hoe talk.
Yeah, it's almost, Isn't that the, hey, kettle, meat pot. Big Doug. Love optimized organics. So many goodies on their site. Radon. I don't even know. Microbe multiplier, malted barley, and nematodes. Sounds like nothing I would be fucking with in a hydro system, but I would do something with microbes. Will had said amylase and enzymes for the fungal growth. Oh, okay. Not for me. No, sorry, Will. I thought you were talking the Dro. Gotcha. Shipment from Optimus Organics. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. I don't know. We like our living water. Shout out to Microbial Mass. They're the ones that keep us in the microbes. And it's also compatible with all hydroponic, aeroponic, water culture, deep water culture, fucking fog ponics, everything. Yeah, just gets
So
your water alive. That's what
when
we
do you
want.
feed that?
Sorry, say that again, Uncle Jeff.
When do you feed that then?
So I feed that right before I do a water swap. And that's just, it's almost like you can do it as a root dip or you can do it as an inoculation and you just let it run in the system. But just, like 2 days before I do a water swap, I give it, and this is just me, I give it fresh bacteria. And it can sit in there. And I don't like letting it sit in there for an overly extended period of time. You just want to get it to the roots and let it do its thing on the surface of the roots, right? You want your microbes introduced to the root matter as quickly as possible. And then after that, I mean, because the nature of the nutrients, it's not always going to be a thing where those microbes get to stick around, but we're going to constantly be reintroducing them into the system. Now, we're not going to let them sit in the system for so long that they begin to be a detriment, right? Because it's like the last thing I need is clogged spray heads as a result of trying to make something come to life. So there's a fine balance there. And also, I dare say that's where your inline filters really start to play a very integral part in your systems. And that's not to say that the filters stop everything from rolling through the system, but they certainly will stop like coagulated material or like organic material that gets up by your pump. You're going to want to just, have something in there to stop all that from happening. Then, of course, on the day that you do your water swap, you can give yourself a nice little rinse out, nice little clean out, scrub down, and all of that microbe enhanced water, you're now just going to shift into your living soil or your raised beds, or so it's still there, still has efficacy. Out the door it goes, and then you get a fresh batch of water for those plants to grow in, and they say, fuck yeah, I got my microbes, I got my fresh water, I got my fresh nukes. Oh, life is good. See you in a week. And it doesn't take fuck all for, like, if you get Microbial Mass Pro, I think it's like, I want to say it's something stupid like 0.25 of a milliliter per liter of water. Like, it's tiny.
Mm-hmm.
It's really a small, tiny amount. Like, you use 5 mils for a full bucket. So, but that's Microbial Mass. You guys down south have, I feel like HydroGuard is your equivalent down south, if I'm not mistaken. But Microbial Mass is available down there. It's a Canadian company. Shout out to Jeff. Well, yeah, there you go. Shout out to Jeff. The other Jeff. You Jeffs and you're growing, I tell you.
So I would add it to, let's say I just add it to it, because what I normally do when I'm doing the water change is I'll take it and I'll put my plant in a bucket, and I've got some stones in the bucket, so I bubble it while it's sitting in there, and then I clean out the bucket, I wash it and everything. So would you say pour the microbial mass, the little, your mixture in the bucket, and then I can set it in the bucket and let it soak while I clean the bucket? Do I run my stones in that bucket, or I just let it sit calm?
Yeah, so at one of the facilities that I used to work at, shout out to Rita. You guys hear me talk about her all the time. She was the lady that actually encouraged me to push further on the design of the mothership, because she was like, this is fucking awesome. Like, whatever you did to think of this, take it, run with it, go far, go do good things with this idea. And she was the one that actually taught me about just doing a root dip inoculation style. And just what you said there. So you've got a fresh bucket of water that can almost be what you would consider your work bucket. So it's just straight water. It's well aerated. It doesn't have any nutrients in it. You can definitely add microbial right into that. Set it in there. Yeah, if you want to put your air stone in there, keep everything churning, get it all in there, get those microbes into that root mass. And then, yeah, when your fresh system is ready, take it out of there, into the fresh system, fresh water, fresh nutrients. You get another week out of it, dude.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then in that way, like I said, right, you're putting it to great work right away. And right after that, you can take that same microbial mass slurry that you now have sitting in an empty bucket, throw it right out into your greenhouse there, give your soil plants a nice little enzyme microbe inoculation as well, and everybody's happy, and you wasted a fucking drop of that precious material.
Right. There you go.
How's
Yeah.
that? Does that sound good to
No,
you?
that's yeah. Because I was just wondering about, do you just set it in there, let it soak, or do
Yep.
I go ahead and because
You
when I
can, dude,
take
it's
it out, I like to put it in, and I like to have the water it's sitting in bubble. I just like the oxygen roll.
yeah, I think Jeff would tell you there's really no wrong way to actually use it. It's a super safe product. It's not built to like coagulate in your grow systems. And then also for you too, you don't really necessarily have any movement of the water. You're just injecting a shit air into it, right? So
Right.
pardon me, it's a little bit of a different concept for say a DWC as opposed to a recirculating hydroponic or aeroponic system, because those ones require movement of water. And if that water's sludgy, if that water's dirty,
Right.
that affects the overall efficacy of the system itself. That's why microbial mass is designed the way it is. And that's why he would tell you as well, like you can use this in any system. It's compatible with all of them. There are going to be pluses and minuses to each style that you decide to use. So yes, you could throw it directly into a recirculating reservoir. I would recommend doing it right after your pH if you're going to let it sit and run in like a circulating style system. So you get your pHing done. That's at the end of the feed regimen. So, you know, you get all your feed done, got it. You do all of your pHing, got it. And then you add your beneficials, and the beneficials can be in there. They don't have to be anything that's got a heavy amount of salt in it or anything like that. That's already been added into the water and diluted very, very much so. And then your microbes can get in there and do their thing. You get a couple great days of efficacy of it. And that's why I always say you pH it, add those microbes, and then probably in the next 2 days, you'll see me do a full water swap. That's just how I run it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's me personally. But like I said, your way that you just said there, setting it in a bucket, letting it sit, letting it churn while you do a little mix up, that's going to work for you as well. What we're trying to do is just get those microbes to that root mass.
Okay.
Whatever means necessary.
Because I was gonna ask if you could just, if you, since it is just an air stone and it's bubbling, if you could put it in, would you put it in the bucket and leave it in the bucket for a while? Kind of like when I pour my microbial tea, I just pour it in the soil so it's there and it's always there, kind of.
Yep.
Could you do the same thing with your bucket every couple weeks? You know, maybe add your
like I said, you can. It's totally
in the bucket,
applicable at any time. Like it says it right on the bottle there. Like it's super user friendly. It's really hard to fuck it up. So you know, if you want to add it right, and it's all based on your preference and routine. Right. So if you want to add it right when you do your nutrient mix up and you've got a fresh batch of everything, okay, when I do that, I do this. Boom. That's totally acceptable. Right. And just watch how your plant reacts to it. It even says it in their frequently asked questions. You can't necessarily overdo the amount of microbes in the water, but at some point it becomes so much less cost effective that you're like, why would you know?
Right.
But why? If
right.
You know, you don't need that much. So, hey, what's going on, Beast? The beast from the east? No, from the west. I'm the beast from the east. How does a fish laugh? Underwater, I trust. Smoke over a doobie and put it down. Yeah. I love living. I love living water like I love living soil. Now, mind you, I don't fuck with living soil nearly as much. I just watch all you legends do that shit. But Beast and I, we love talking about our our water systems. Will Burnell, he's a huge water grower. He absolutely loves it. Emmett, I know you're out there. You love your water movement. So yeah, there's lots of people in the audience that are just kind of listening along and doing their thing with their systems, and I love it. Beast, do you have? Yeah, there you go. Hydro all day, baby. That's why Beast is my big bro. When we got to meet each other, he was like, "Damn, another one just like me." Beast, what do you use for beneficial microbes? If you don't mind us all asking, if you use any, there's no wrong answer. You might just say, "Hey, I don't fuck with any of that." So, hell yeah. But Uncle Jeff, I think it's time to partake. I think I'm ready for one. How about you?
I am.
All right. Guys, this is one of many segments on many channels. So if you like our style over here, chances are you're probably going to like our style over here. Right? Just saying. Is that what you were thinking?
No. In my head, I always try and guess, like, which channel is he going with right now?
Yeah, well.
But if you like this channel, you will definitely like that channel.
Yeah, that's what I'm. OGGO Growth Systems and Grow Like Heck are so neatly intertwined that it would be foolhardy for you to be following this channel, but not that one. Especially if you want to see how it is that all of these things that I'm talking about actually work and work well and are reliable as fuck. And I'm sitting here doing show, not dealing with plants and gardens and renovations and all of that stuff, because all the work's done. And now we just sit back and enjoy the fruits of our labor, literally the fruits of our labor. And that's all you need to know.
Yeah,
really.
One might say that the only difference between this channel and that channel is one plant. One
plant being exposed openly, because we realize that that's what everybody came here to see. And again, it would be foolhardy for us not to give our audience exactly what they want. Mm-hmm. So if you guys want to see me grow, go over to the channel and watch, and then you can see me actually practice what I preach. And like, you can be like, oh, he doesn't just sit and talk shit on a channel. He actually has a world-class grow room that he built by himself. It's full of his own equipment that he built for himself. And then he built a business, and now he builds it for me. Wow. He did everything he said he was going to do. Almost like the guy didn't fucking lie the whole time he was on YouTube. What a thought. Yeah, I know, Uncle Jeff, it's weird when you actually just show people exactly what the fuck you do. And then they're like, oh, I guess that's over. No more controversy there.
Yeah. Only all of YouTube were like that.
Yeah, exactly. If only there weren't so many shit talkers that were like, oh, I do this, and then you never see them do it. So, there you go. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna get with you on your channel because I think now is the time to really get going.
Oh yeah,
because
we are.
I think people are they're dying to see the content that would go up on your other channel, because I can tell you from just our experience, they're looking for that now.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
There's a wave going on right now, and I think you need to catch that wave.
Yes, sir. You hear that, sis?
Mm-hmm.
You hear that, sis? Make yourself a hydroponic make yourself a recirculating pumpkin enclosure. If you're feeling froggish, leap. There we go.
That's the season that's coming up.
Quick little throwback there to last year. Build with OGGO. Oh man, that was a funny ass episode. There you go, guys. Of course, that one got taken down by our friends at YouTube. Shout out to YouTube friends. Yeah, there you go, guys. Fucking right. Awesome. There, I just wanted to bring that one up for throwback. Just for funsies. I wonder if it gets rescheduled. Will YouTube change its guidelines? That's a great question. They're probably going to make it more severe by the things up on which episode? Plants of Our Lives? That was me and
Might have been.
Slim. I think that was me and Slim sitting there talking about what the new stipulations were coming in November, because I genuinely have no idea about you guys, what's going on down there, right? I don't know anything about it. So up, and it seems like they got a specific date that it's coming, and it's going to be rescheduled, and then it's it's all over but the crying and the freaking lawsuits, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know either.
Uncle Jeff's just sitting there laughing. He's like, we don't know and we don't fucking care.
Because, yeah, I think they moved it all to December, and then they'll move it. They'll never, because they're trying to do it all and attack hemp, and, you know, that's big business, and they're finding out, oh, oops, yeah. So I don't see it.
Party.
I don't see it happening.
It's adults naturally want what they want. There's a great scene in Breaking Bad. Does everybody know the scene that I'm talking about? It's when Heisenberg, it's when Walter's talking to Gale, the other dude that's just as smart as him. And Gale, Gale's gone through his whole chemistry degree, and he ends up that he's cooking the nasty there with Walter, right? And Walter says, how did a guy like you, who's a world-class chemist, you went through, you got all your degrees, you were right there in a chemical lab, how are you here with me cooking up the nasty now? And Gale just has this great little moment where he says, adults want what they want. And for me to deny that is ridiculous. I happen to be able to make what they want, and I do an exceptional job at it. So if I don't make it for them, someone else will. The only difference between them and me is that with me, they know what they're getting, and they get exactly what they want. And that's his whole thing, right? And it's adults want what they want. You can't stop them from doing that. Right. And so the guy's just like, hey, there's a niche, there's a void. I'm filling that void, and I'm doing it fucking awesome. And it's really interesting, in the States to watch also. Adults want what they want. You guys want some beans? You're going to find them. Right. You're going to get them. There's no way you can stop it from happening. And everybody in any sort of government anywhere in a nation should know, if the people want it, the people are gonna fucking find it, dude. Like, that's all there is to it. And all it takes is one super resourceful person to just really push and push and push, and then all of a sudden a whole bunch of people what they want. It's like that in life. So it's just interesting to see that they're still kind of circling that same sort of like prohibition bandwagon that we saw from like the 1920s onward. It's crazy to see that same sort of style of thinking still here 100 years later. And nobody's been like, hey, remember back when we tried that already and it was a fucking joke?
And all that does is drives people like underground into the black market and stuff like that. That's all that does.
It just forces people to be more just forces people to be more resilient, efficient. Yeah. That's really what they're going to do here. It's not like you can ever shut it off. Wars on things don't go quite well because it's a noun, so you just make more of it. It's like doesn't make sense, dude. Cheers to everybody out in the audience. Too muchy. You can only dream. Hey man, you're an adult. If you really want 3 hot blondes, I'm sure you can go get them. That's what I'm saying. That was there's probably a spot in the world where that's available to you, should you really want to press forward in such a way.
But that's kind of the be careful what you wish for kind of deal there.
Yeah, Rooted said it well. Exotic birdseed about to pop off. Amen. Exotic bird seed. That's Rooted just totally proved my point for me. Exactly that. If people want it, they're gonna label it whatever they can make it, and they're gonna make it happen, dude. Oh yeah, it's not for me. It's for the freaking sparrows. Ridiculous.
Then they'll ban it.
Doc Levy says, yeah, since 1970. That's what I mean. The people are gonna just do it. You're never gonna shut it off. It's come too far. Not that, but age of the exotic birds, hoplon. Growing old. It's in the modern age of technology. Do you really think that people are gonna stop learning?
No.
You know, like how much effort did it really take you to learn how to put 2 and 2 together to get 4 beans? You know, no effort.
No. I mean,
nothing.
They teach it in school. Really?
It's just called sex
So you
ed
just
class.
It's just called sex ed. You just literally let a male and a female.
Exactly.
It's as
you
natural
you
as the
put them in
wind
a
blowing.
tent,
So it's
they
like
become
good luck trying to-
teenagers. You know, they grow up, they become teenagers. Then the pollen flies, and then the male dies off, and there's the female with all the children. Yep.
Yeah,
It's life.
exactly. But it's that's what I mean. It happens as natural as the wind blowing. So
Yep.
to any government system trying to shut off the wind blowing, I mean, hey, I'm sure they probably have tech for that nowadays too. But it's whatever, you know. Like you're not going to shut it off everywhere. You can't shut it off worldwide. There'll always be a breeze somewhere. Fuck
Right.
yes. Kind of like life. The male dies off. Yeah, it's too much. It happens quick and the male goes. There you go. Unfortunately. But yeah, man, I just think trying to shut off nature feels a little bit unnatural, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
oh man. What a great time we're having here. Guys, can we get some shout outs from the audience? Who's all out there with us still? Dog Lieb thinks he's going to be doing gorilla growing forever. I agree. Exotic bird seed stocks are going up. Exotic bird seed co. Yeah, I get it. I get you, Rooted. Hell yeah. Beast Grow, he was getting plugs for the Stang. I know he and his wife just got a new little vehicle that he's having some fun with out there. Shout out to you there, Beast Grows. I hope your grows are going awesome and beastly. I'm gonna have a little tour around my garden today here. What time's your show? You got a show coming up, don't you?
yeah, tonight at 7 Eastern.
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jack, please share that link for us there. She's all over it, unless Gengar gets to it first.
Gengar might be me.
We might see Gengar get to it first. Absolutely. So we got that show tonight. Tomorrow morning studio sessions.
Is Shannon back?
Shannon Ball back in the house.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have to go for a triple header here,
Yeah.
Uncle Jeff. Just a back-to-back mornings with me. Man, I love this streaming shit. I'm gonna do this forever. This is fucking awesome. Yeah, there you go. There's
cool.
You know what B just send all your beans to us Canucks for safekeeping. We don't have to worry about reefer madness here. No doubt, man. It's so weird that like it's all one continent and it's so different from side to side. Like we're just like doing whatever up here, man. We got companies studying it.
It all has to do with the alcohol lobby.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There we go. There's OGGO Grams. Hi, OGGO Grams.
She's a little behind.
Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. We love her. We love her so much. Hi, Ma. Yeah, I think maybe Mom didn't grow in this year.
No, I don't think she did.
No worries. You think it's honestly the big alcohol doing that?
Yeah. And see, big alcohol doesn't want the TC drinks or, you know, the because I think people go more to cannabis than they do alcohol nowadays. So I think they're against that. And then I think even if you're talking this seed thing, I think if you even throw in some of the big cannabis, I think they're like, well, hey, how about if we just only us can have farms and distribute, and there's no homegrown and stuff. So there may even be, now that's all conspiracy theories there, but
we'll just say allegedly.
Yeah, maybe there is.
We'll just go allegedly. Yeah, fuck yeah, I got you.
Big cannabis saying, hey, how about if we just hog the market?
You see what B said? I kind of like that
big
too.
pharma.
I mean, I get it, because what if it was the bit? What? Hey, B, here's a bigger one for you. What if it was those big three all looking at each other in one private boardroom and saying, hey, you know, everybody's tapping their fingers like Mr. Burns, and they're like, hey, you guys see what's happening here? All three of us are getting. Right? 4. There you go. Add big oil in there. All 4 of us are going to get slammed by this one thing. What are we going to do? You know, I can't help but wonder if somebody had that chat with somebody.
Well, if we're going to run down a rabbit hole, now I do have to go pretty soon, but.
I know, me too. I wasn't even expecting to do this much at all.
Not
by any means, my
bad. If
bad.
we run down that rabbit hole, what about, like, you know, big lumber, you know, because if I plant fields of hemp, I can make, you know, everything.
Yep.
You know, hemp can make everything.
Hemp can make everything, including oxygen, at 4 times the rate of a tree.
I was going to say, where are the environmental lobbyists and all of the...
The environmental lobbyists don't like the environment. They like lobbying. So they're not... allegedly. Prison unions don't like... So there you go. There's the prison union would also be in on that, right? Beast makes a good point.
Yeah.
So there's it's like a 5-on-1.
And did you see what B said there?
What's that? Where?
Honestly, all 4 of them most likely one and the same. So, yep, sounds right to me.
They're There you go. It's lonely at the top. I'm sure when you own 5 industries that all hate one thing and everybody still likes that one thing more than everything else, it's got to be lonely.
There's like
so
4
funny.
guys or
Such
maybe
a
just a
crazy,
cabal that
crazy
owns everything
concept.
anyway. So.
Yeah, but you made a good point about the lumber industry though too. You're so accurate. I mean, the pulp.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like
they've created like Lego building block things that you can build houses with.
Hemp blocks, hempcrete.
Yep.
Like hemp papyrus. I don't think it's
paper.
I don't think it's called. It's not necessarily paper because paper is directly derived from tree pulp. Let's look. Because there's different. I don't know. It's all semantics, really.
But you can make anything. Well, back in the day, you know, you had to grow it so they could make like sails and ropes and.
Yep.
You know, so.
Yo, what's up, Johnny? Johnny, we're just having a great chat here. We went extra innings here, fucking
super
big time.
Extra.
So here, quick little thought here, Top Dog. Hemp paper is a durable, sustainable alternative to wood pulp paper made from the fibrous stalks of the Canna sativa plant. Fast growth, hemp matures in just 4 to 5 months, whereas trees take decades to grow. High yield, 1 acre of hemp produces as much paper as 4 to 10 acres of trees over a 20-year cycle. Hemp contains up to 85% cellulose compared to about 30% in trees, requiring fewer harsh toxic chemicals to break it down. Roll up, please, Jack. Yep. Hemp fibers are longer and stronger than wood fibers, making the paper more durable and less likely to yellow or crack with age. That's what it was, the greater strength, because I feel like they used hemp in ancient times. That's why a lot of the ancient papyrus has actually stood the test of time.
Wow.
It's because it was hemp.
Wow.
And I do believe the first version of the Declaration of Independence was made also on hemp paper. I'd love for you to fact check me on that. Am I correct in saying that, Uncle Jeff?
I can't say for certain, but I I would guess yes.
Jaxel,
We'll look it up quick.
just hold on. I'll finish this thought, and Jax can fire up another window. Hemp fibers are strong, lighter and stronger than wood fibers, making the paper. Yeah, okay, did that one. More recyclable. Hemp paper can be recycled 7 to 8 times compared to a maximum of 3 times for typical wood papers. For industries like, hey, Andrew Heckman, shut the fuck up.
We're gonna join the rest of the industry.
Right? They're like, sorry, we're gonna go talk to tobacco.
Yeah.
Here in a second, the stream will end.
Right? Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get a.
We'll be like, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
There we go. Okay, so no. Okay.
according to.
No, not the final.
Oh, okay.
The first.
The first edition.
I said the first version.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just said I didn't say final. I said declaration.
Yeah, I think it was the first draft. So it's out there in circulation. I live in the boreal forest. The amount of trees for lumber out there at any given time is endless. You guys don't have that in the US though, so you could be onto something with lumber.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's all speculation, dude. We're just sitting here having an armchair. Okay, all right. So inaccurate. I've been fact checked. That is wrong.
It was most likely linen paper.
Roll up, please, because they're the origin of the myth. So I'm not the only person. So there, I was proven wrong there.
And
so
linen
thank
paper,
you for fact
that's
checking
even
me.
different.
What's that? Say that again, Uncle Jeff.
Oh, she said it was linen paper, right? And that's not trees.
No. The claim that founding documents were drafted on hemp originates largely from 20th century canna advocacy and internet folklore rather than historical documentation. While hemp was widely used for rougher items like rope and snail claw colonies, fine stationery and official documents typically relied on linen, flax, or animal parchment. So, guys, I've been fact-checked, so we'll take that one back. So that's the beginning of the changing of the folklore here online there, everybody, just so you know.
But nowadays, they can make that into your paper and everything else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean.
Well, I was going to say, so Will just said big food, and we found out on another show that was fact-checked as well, tobacco scooped up most of big food and began to employ some tactics. And I mean, hold hemp seed, right? Like we know about obviously the benefit. Just eating a spoonful of whole hemp can be just absolutely fantastic for your overall bodily health. You know, allegedly, again, that's what I've been told, and that's what I've been taught over time. I'm a physician. Always do your own fact checking here, folks. Do not take anything that I say as strictly correct. I'm totally open to being wrong, as you guys just saw there. We were fact checked, and I had to take my words back and eat them, and they tasted all right going down because I'm not too big to say I was wrong. Yeah. Cheers, Rain. Cheers. How you doing? It's good to see you. Yeah. Be the arrow. Yep. There you go. This is great, guys. This is good stoner talk. We're just having fun. You know, we're not going to solve any of these problems, but I think probably just talking about them with people is a little bit cathartic, a little bit therapeutic. Yeah. At least letting us Lab Rat Society. Well, Will, it's it's a time. It's that time. So listen,
and
guys.
It's just people thinking, right? Like you put it out there, and people are like, "Oh, I hadn't thought about all of those potential."
I had not thought about a 6 versus 1.
Yeah.
I really thought about a 6. Of course, you're gonna see this shit moving backwards. You got 6 fucking lobbies being like, "Hell no." What are you doing?
Right. Yeah.
You're not gonna change that. You're gonna make it worse. Like, step it up a notch. Quit fucking around. Yeah. That's honestly the feeling that I get now that we're talking about it out loud. It's just an interesting concept, and it's just me speculating, and also you and me just chatting and experimenting with ideas. There was a famous Reagan quote about this all too. Like those young people, they get together, those young people, they get together, they sit down, they smoke cannabis, and they have conversations. And it was like, ooh, was like, oh no, what's that gonna do? But like as if that's the worst thing that society has to deal with is people fucking work, like getting together and talking about ideas while they smoke a joint. Oh my god. Shut it down. Shut it down. Too many big ideas out there.
Us figuring out, who's running the government and all that stuff.
Yeah. Or I dare say even too, like just the thought of being able to maybe use hemp oil instead of like crude oil.
Right.
Like if we could just convert to a fuel that was used with the growth of literally photosynthesis, and it allows us to have fuel forevermore.
Well, yeah, if you think of it, maybe you could use it, like Vaseline. I mean, it's petroleum jelly. Maybe you could use that, And I don't understand why we're not trying to do that and then save all the petroleum so I can drive my F-350 pulling my fifth wheel. Let's save some of that for that, and because I would love to have a electric car even, and I would drive it if the infrastructure was set up, but I would still have a gas-powered vehicle and that big truck, because I don't feel that
keep your diesel engines close.
Yeah.
I don't even mean to say it half-heartedly. Like it's literally like if you have a diesel engine nearby and it's in a truck and it works, hold on to that sucker, please. Diesel engines are like very important. in particular, like diesel engines, not fucking gas. Just I'm saying it for a reason here, folks. Keep your diesel engines nearby. Keep them. Just hold on to it. You might need that engine block. Just saying. Just a thought. But no, this is all really, really good thoughts here, I think, for everybody. You want to hear a fun fact about petroleum jelly since you were just talking about it?
Sure.
The guy who invented it got knighted, and he lived to about, I think you're going to have to fact me on. I believe it's 102. Something like that. He lived to 102. And on his deathbed, I believe he was quoted as saying his long life was given to the fact that he ate one spoonful of petroleum jelly every single day.
No.
He ate it. Nope.
Probably won't be 102.
Sir Robert, what?
Yeah, coming at you. Robert.
Here we go.
Chessel, something.
Yes. Robert Chesborough, the chemist who invented and branded Vaseline petroleum jelly, claimed to eat a spoonful of it every single day. He was so thoroughly convinced of its health and healing benefits that he consumed it daily as part of his routine and went on to live to the impressive age of 96. Sorry, I apologize. It was not 102. 6 years short of that, 96. Now, this was in the 1800s. So to live to 96 in the 1800s, I would say,
that's a lot.
Is a little more impressive maybe than it could be considered nowadays. Not to say that that's not a feat nowadays. Shout out to everybody out there holding it down at that ripe old age.
Reach that feat.
We're all just growing old, baby. So, Jack, could you please scroll up here on why he ate it? So here we go, guys. This is. Oh, fuck it. Here we go. We're just digging in here just because you mentioned the product. All right. So, and again, it's even got a why you shouldn't after it. So we're going to go right into that just so we got like a disclaimer here for anybody thinking thoughts about it. I have to say bullshit on that. Was the guy is lucky. I don't know, B. I don't know. Listen, I'm just reading what I know. Chesborough originally discovered the substance in the mid-1800s after observing oil workers using rod wax, a gooey byproduct clogging their drilling equipment to successfully soothe and heal their cuts and burns. Fucking sounds terrible. Spending years refining it into a purified, colorless gel, he became its most zealous advocate. He firmly believed it was a medicinal wonder jelly and a cure-all. In fact, his dedication went far beyond eating it. Shocking demonstrations to prove its healing properties to skeptical crowds. He would publicly burn. I don't recommend any of this, guys. This ain't me. This is not me. Burning or hurting himself with blades. You know what I mean? We're not here for that. And applying Vaseline to show how quickly it recovered. Body coating. When he came down with a severe case of pleurisy in his 50s, he instructed his nurse to cover his entire body in Vaseline. He fully credited to the treatment for his survival. Why you shouldn't do it. All right, roll on up, please. We gotta make sure to say this part here, right, Uncle Jeff? This part's important.
Yeah.
Why you shouldn't. And I just, we were just doing a fun fact here, but well, Chesborough lived a very long life. Medicinal professionals and the manufacturers of Vaseline strongly advise against eating petroleum jelly. Nutrient blockage, no shit. Petroleum jelly is made from a mineral oil base that the human body cannot digest. It can coat the lining of your stomach and intestines, preventing your body from absorbing essential vitamins and nutrients. That's what I was thinking too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, so maybe the guy was completely fucking full of horse shit and he just said he did it. Nobody ever watched him. No,
it was full of Vaseline.
Consuming it can easily disrupt your gut flora and cause unpleasant gastrointestinal disturbance, of course. Lung danger. If a person accidentally breathes in or aspirates even a small amount of the jelly, it can travel to the lung, cause a condition known as lipid pneumonia.
Oh.
Very, very interesting facts right there, just as a means to let you guys know that is fucking what's up.
All right. I'm ending the poll. Just
okay, yeah, we gotta end the poll. Yeah,
we
of course. Fuck. Mini Ho.
You're saying Mini Ho?
Everybody picked Mini Ho.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
They did not pick Mini Ho.
They should have.
They should have. I hope.
What up, Rain? What up, Dot?
I hope Dot had.
Good to have you here. Everybody, hit that like button.
Rain.
If you haven't already, who else came through? Did I miss anybody?
I don't know. Beast was
saying some shit. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, don't do it now. The nurse will be like, first of all, I'm calling security. Second of all, get out. Don't coat your body in the old Vaseline.
No.
Well, you can
no Diddy. No Diddy. Wait, that was baby oil. Another beautiful day, my brother. All right. So what do we got? John Doe, yo, what's going on, dog? It's damn good to see you. We're having an awesome show here. We've been talking some shit.
Yeah.
It's been a great show, yes. John Doe, indeed.
Our winner on the list here was
John
Excavator, followed by Skid Loader, followed by Dozer, followed by Mini Ho.
Oh, you guys put Mini Ho
bottom of the pile. Bottom of the
Not cool, guys. Not cool. Old Mini Ho.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning, John. I don't know if you got your vote in. Big Nugget's still with us, so we better take.
I closed it before.
Okay. Sorry, John. Next time you're here, though, make sure you get that vote in. How many votes were there? Do we know? Was it a record?
28 votes.
Whoa, that's pretty good. Guys, I think 37
is our record.
37 is our record. So you guys keep sharing this out. Keep making the show bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And me and Uncle Jeff will keep doing these shows for you if you want. What do you think, Uncle Jeff? Are you down? I shouldn't have spoken out of turn.
I'm
it's your
always
decision,
down.
not mine.
I'm always down. I'm just reading about a sponge bath over there in Wilbur.
Sorry, say that again.
It says why. It just caught me off guard when we were. Why does the hospital always get the dirty old nurses to give you a sponge bath? You never get a hot one. There's a reason for that.
Right. I was gonna say maybe you're just at the wrong hospital. Well,
yeah, right.
Maybe you just,
Well,
I don't know.
no,
I don't know, but
there's probably
you're at the right hospital.
reason.
They know what they're doing there, Will. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
All right. So where's our big nug at? We gotta have a proper answer.
He's around. We haven't seen the answer
We
yet.
can't hardly go on here without knowing. So
Better.
Well,
better
then
insurance,
if-
Will. There you go. There you go.
Mini Ho for the win.
Ah,
You're right.
yeah. You guys, I'm just saying, come on, guys, listen up. How many times did we say mini ho in the episode? Not that we were even like,
We talked about.
I wasn't even hinting. We just said mini ho, like fucking.
Now we'll have to find out behind this if he like specifically ran over there just now.
Right. He's
That's why it was such a
Run it over. OGGO Grams. That's hilarious. What did everybody vote there, guys? Give us your answers here. Come on now.
Everybody's gonna say they
I'm
voted
2
Mini
for
Ho
2
now.
this week.
Me too. Actually, I'm doing really good. I gotta say it. It's
Of course.
Fuck. What's?
Of course, the one yesterday, I kind of already
Wednesday.
knew.
Holy shit! It's already It's only Wednesday. Where's this week going?
Mhm.
Okay, so he's doing an electric ditch right now. That makes sense. Mom's getting it. Oh, thank you, Mom. Love you. We're not far behind you here.
Yeah,
Not at all.
yeah.
We got some stuff to handle here today, but I gotta say thank you, and mostly we gotta say a biggest thank you to the OGGO Army, guys. You guys all out there, you know who you are. Give us a wave. Our OGGO Army. Hell yeah, we really love the troops. Thank you all so much for being here with us. Great show today, Uncle Jeff. All about the plants, but I mean, hey, we kind of went all about the plants, man. Like it was like,
We were all over the place, man.
it was a really good time. Hell yeah. You want to do this again next Wednesday? What do you think?
I'm good.
All right. So, guys, if you're looking to become a member of the OGGO Army, show a little bit of support. If you like these shows that we do on all our channels, access to that link tree there. She's got the membership already up. John Doe's throwing up those gorillas. We're going to go have a little after party over on the other side with whoever wants to come on over. Shannon and I are soon to hit the road. We got a great big day of fun stuff planned here, and my son will be here today too, so we're gonna have a little week's worth of vacation him coming up, so you'll probably see him a little bit more, and it's gonna be a great time here, everybody. So let's get on out of here. Uncle Jeff, thank you so much for being an awesome co-host.
Oh, no, thanks for having
Always
me.
just great to
Thanks
chat
for
with
the
you.
chat.
Everybody out there in the audience, give us a bunch of gorillas, give us a peace out. You guys know what it is. We will see you on the next live. Tomorrow mornings is 30. Shannon Ball and myself here in the studio. Jeff's
Shannon.
tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is Chris back to his normal time today? Do you know, or was he gonna go late again?
I'm not certain. I would expect him to be on the same time,
Okay.
but I'm not certain. But I think
don't
it'll
know.
still be 12:30 Eastern.
Yeah, I thought
3:30
yesterday I saw he
Eastern.
went at like 5 or some shit.
Yeah,
So.
I think he was having a special show or something.
Okay,
His
okay.
wife might have been
John-
out of town or something.
Yeah, no worries. John Doe, I know you're going live a lot. If you've got any time that you're projected to go live, see Troy and Bagel. I Love Weed Live. They'll be up at some point today. They're always going live. Fabian, he's out there doing his thing. Chiefin goes live. You
He's
know,
live every time I look. Fabian.
yeah, Fabian's
Yeah.
live a lot. He does a lot of
Yeah.
great lives. He's awesome. He's always partying. So there's always a good tune playing over on his. Chiefin last. Holy fuck, was Chiefin repping OGGO last night. That was awesome to see. Shout out to the entire CS family. There we go. John Doe will be live later tonight. Shout out to you, John Doe. If I've got time and I'm up, I'll stop by. And if you're doing any Show Your Grows or something like that, I'll maybe hop up and give you a tour of the bedroom or something
There
if I
you
got
go.
time. And Uncle Jeff, I'm hoping I do get up to see you again tonight too. We'll get the room all cleaned up and come for a little tour with you.
Yeah, just pop up.
Hell yes, sir. All right, everybody else out there, big salute to each and every one of you. Jax, any final words?
Thank you all for being here. Greatly appreciated. It's gonna be an awesome day.
It's going to be a fucking great day, y'all. Let's get on out of here. Thank you so much, Uncle Jeff. Peace.
OGGO brand buddy. Optic for ya. Purple buddy.